You, what is going on? God, I always want to start with YouTube, but everybody, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Alex G, alongside Mal, and this is the A Couple of Things podcast, where we are here to talk about a couple of things. Definitely, a lot of craziness has been going on the past week. Bunch of news, so this is gonna be all over the place. But where else are you gonna get your Kanye news except for here on the A Couple of Things podcast? So Kanye dropped Down to 2. He previewed it on February 22nd, 2022. So 22222222. And he previewed it in Miami. He brought the burning house, his childhood house, down to Miami, and then did another one of his visual shows like he did for the Down to 1 preview tour. So obviously visually it was amazing. The water in the, I don't know where they were actually, but wherever arena stadium thing that they were in, having the water all over the arena and them just walking through puddles was pretty interesting. Anytime Kanye does anything, it's like we've never seen it before. It's like an event. You got to stop and see what he's going to do. But visually, top tier. Of course, again, like I loved the house, and then they blew up the house kind of towards the end with the smoke and then the sun or moon thing in the background. I don't know what was going on, but everything looked good. But yeah, so what do you want to start with first? The show Catastrophe, or you want to start with the album itself?
We start with the show, since the album kind of came out after, even though I don't think it's even fully out yet.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, I know, I don't I think every single song that he previewed is out yet, or is it?
Yeah,
I think it is, right? But they're just not done.
Yeah, I think literally every song that he performed.
Oh, okay.
Well, quote unquote performed, and we'll get to that in a second.
But they're just not done.
Yeah, they're just not done. But they're mixed. But
yeah.
They mixed his incomplete lyrics. But yeah, like I said, the show visually, of course, was amazing. It sounded really good, especially in the beginning when he was previewing the songs. Yeah, it just sounded really good, and then it went really left, really quickly, which is a shame.
I feel like it wasn't planned properly.
Yeah,
cause they said they were still setting up minutes before everything started.
Yeah, I feel like you can't. I don't know. I feel like Kanye is probably super tough to work with.
Yeah, because I feel like he has big ideas that we've seen actually come to life, but I feel like now he's kind of getting I don't know if he's getting frantic with it. Like he just feels pressure to stay relevant and feels pressure to keep producing music, and he probably is still kind of he's still kind of feeding off of that energy that he got from those 3 listening sessions or whatever, listening parties. Because I was a super hype for him, and everybody was talking about it.
Yeah, almost feel
so now he just wants to try to keep repeating it, and it's too rushed. And then apparently there was some significance behind the date, so I think he was just trying to get that date.
Yeah, I figured that. With the first Donda shows, he kind of set that deadline for himself because there was nothing important. But I was getting that energy. And again, I don't want to sound negative. I don't want to hate on Kanye. I know. We get a lot of backlash in these clips.
When people should know, if you follow my Twitter or watched all of our videos, that I'm a diehard Kanye fan.
Yeah,
more than I am Nicki.
He yeah, it just seemed rushed out. He's almost too creative for what he wants to do.
I feel like his energy probably is overwhelming sometimes. I feel like he probably starts talking about his ideas, and then people around him probably get high blood pressure. I just feel like he's very hype when he gets off his ideas.
I love
sometimes.
I love it. It's just probably the short notice because the first Donda shows were flawless. There was nothing wrong. But clearly we saw his frustration, last minute, and the audio was messed up, which was horrible to watch, horrible to listen to. And then you saw he ended up throwing the mic into the water.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who noticed how bad it was. I remember the whole time we were watching it, I was just literally I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. I was literally cringing the whole time. I'm glad that this is a known thing that something was wrong with the audio. I really thought it was just me.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
and then
bad.
when he threw the mic, obviously that was obvious that something was wrong. But even before that, I was something don't seem right. Right around when the transition happened between playing the old songs.
which is weird. Like I wonder what happened.
Yeah, 'cause I feel like just play the song. I think he wanted to perform them too, but he doesn't even know the words to his songs. So that was cringe too. Cause I'm like, why are you trying to rap to songs and you don't even know the lyrics? Like I just would have let them play, and then I just would have like whatever lyric I do know, and then let anybody else perform. But it's like, is it a performance or a listening party? You know?
Yeah, that's what I was confused about. Cause like I don't think I feel like with the other shows he didn't try. He didn't have a mic, right? Am I wrong? Like he
He
didn't try to
just the
perform
first
it.
time. Remember, he just walked around the
Yeah,
whole time.
that's probably maybe.
I don't think he had the mic at all. Maybe during the last one he did, but I don't even think he did for that one.
Yeah,
I think the first time we actually even heard him rap was Larry Hoover. Remember? Everybody was like, is he going to rap or is he going to do like a listening party? And that was the first time we actually heard him rap in a while and
yeah,
perform. And that might be nothing too. He might be feeding off that energy, that, you know, that positive feedback from the Larry Hoover and then the Rolling Loud. So now, you know, now he's like, all right, now I got to perform because he's feeding off of that energy. And it's like, no, like you don't even know the words yet. Start practicing for Coachella and just let the album play. Once he finishes his album, so he needs to focus on Coachella. Because I think, like I said, he's all over the place, and I'm like actually really scared for that performance. I really just hope he doesn't like it's not cringe. Because sometimes you do scare me. Like it's like I love Kanye, but it's like I gotta hold my breath sometimes.
yeah.
Ever since the Life of Pablo thing tour.
Yeah, I'm weird though. Like I don't really like. I just want to see what he's gonna do next. Like I'm more so like not so much even the music. Like if it's gonna sound weird, but when we were watching the show, I don't really care so much about the music, which is a weird thing to say because obviously he's an artist.
You care about the visuals?
Yeah, like for the show, like I could get that same effect if I listen to those songs after the show. But like when we're watching these Kanye things, I'm really just focused on how it looks, because for one, like the streaming audio was bad.
Yeah.
Right, like it's playing through our TV. It's just not going to really sound good because once the stem player audio came out, obviously it's completely different and it sounds more crisp and it just sounds better. So I try not to hang up too much on the songs that he's playing, especially because they might change.
When we use the speakers, also that help. Like the listening parties, when we listen to them, like the music sounded good.
Yeah, it helped. I just like I don't want to get too invested in like, okay, this is fire, and then he completely changes it. Like when Security came on, I was like, this is nuts. And then I was very scared because I wasn't sure if he was going to give us the album or like give us those songs that quickly. Yeah. So I was like, oh God, please do not change anything. So I try not to get too invested.
Apparently he had changed stuff already. I haven't like fully compared it to the listening party, but someone said the Runaway drums.
Yeah.
They're not gone, but there's like some effect over it. Somebody described it. Someone's like they're gone, and someone else was like, nah, it's, you know, you would probably, if I found the tweet, you would know what the effect is because it's something obviously in the producing engineering range, but they said they just put some, like you could still hear that you had to listen closely, but it's like there's just like a filter or something on it.
Yeah, I think what they're talking about is it sounded like they put a filter on the hi-hat, so like it doesn't sound so much like Runaway. I think it literally is the exact same drum loop, which is not like a crazy thing. Like people use like, I think people would be surprised. Like pretty much all sampled drums all come from like the same group of drum loops, so it's not really shocking that he reused it. But that song is almost like too big to reuse the same drums.
Yeah.
But yeah, they definitely did change it.
It's like
I
one
heard
of his
it.
best songs.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. So that's like, you know, and that's what happened with if you remember Donda, like the regular one, Donda 1, I guess you could call it. A lot of stuff changed from well, not like a lot, but there was some changes from the listening party versus when we actually got it, and I was like, don't know how to feel. Yeah, obviously I'm used to all the songs now, but
yeah.
And that's the only thing I hate about this, like his new thing with like releasing the songs like as drafts almost, because I feel like it hurts you for two reasons. Like one, it's like, do I really want to be a part of that process, or like I'd rather just get the song when it's done and like love the song when it's done. Like, do I really want to be a part of that? Because then by the time the song's done, you're kind of over it, you know. And I feel like that's what happened with the first Donda. It's like, dang, like Off the Grid, like still hits hard, but you know that's like clearly my favorite song. But it's like, imagine me hearing it after the first time in my car. Like that would have hit a lot more than like when I heard it first time at the listening party and it wasn't even done. So it's like, I don't really like that. And then another reason is I feel like, I don't know, it could also ruin songs too, because like you're used to like the mumbling and stuff. You're like you might not even like a song because of the mumbling. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it being part of the like the process and getting updated. It's like I just want the music when it's out.
Yeah, same.
So it was like, Yeah, I don't know. Some people really like it because they feel like they're part of like the process and they can see the creative process and they get updates on the STEM player because it just updates automatically. And the same thing with streaming platforms. It just updated when it was done, but it's like, does it do more harm than good? I mean, it's experimental. So at the end of the day, like I still respect the experimental aspect of it because Kanye has always been experimental. So it's like I still, I still think it's cool, but it's like I'm not personally a fan.
Yeah, I'm not either, but I do like the shows though.
Yeah, I like the shows.
Just for the visual part, like if he did this on like a tour, then this would be like amazing. It would be probably the most expensive tour of all time. But
You got
kind
to
of
keep
like,
rebuilding that house and destroying the house.
yeah, like he did this, but he's done this before, of course. Like his stage design has always been crazy throughout all his albums. But I would definitely like for him to do this on like a tour thing, but not necessarily preview the half done album.
Yeah, and like he really does need to practice learning his lyrics. That's kind of like it's kind of embarrassing not knowing your own lyrics.
Yeah, but the show was good.
Yeah.
But let's get into really quickly if you want to do a track by track breakdown. What would you rate the album out of a scale of 1 to 10?
As it is now, or its potential.
I would say as of now because I don't really feel like there's gonna be, because there's a lot of songs on there. Like
Yeah.
even like let's just say Imaginary, he populated all his lyrics into the album. Like the beats and the hooks and things probably aren't gonna change.
Yeah.
But there's 17 songs, so
It was 17.
that he
Didn't seem like
played.
that.
Yeah, he was out there for, well, some of the songs are like a minute, like some of the X songs,
Some of them are like interludes.
but then some of them are long. What would you give it? I'm gonna put you on the spot.
I feel like anybody who's like watching it for the first time and doesn't know I'm a diehard Kanye fan is probably gonna be mad. But I'm literally a diehard Kanye fan. Like I've been a fan since 2004. I was born in 1996. So do the math. That's a majority of my life. I've been a fan of Kanye. So let's start there. So I could be overly critical of my faith. And last thing, let me start by saying that Kanye albums for the most part do have to grow on you. But in my experience with Kanye albums, I usually love them right away. Like some people talk about how they have to grow on you. They don't have to grow on me. Because for the most part, I really do like a lot of them. But honestly, I feel like with this one, I don't know. It's like I like it, but I don't. And I think maybe partially it's because it's not done, and maybe that's what's blinding me. So I'm trying not to be blinded by the fact that it's not done. But honestly, I think at this point, I would give it maybe a 6 out of 10. Is that low? Or is that too high?
Just your rating, whatever you feel.
Yeah, maybe a 6.
It's interesting. I was having this conversation with my brother because one thing about Kanye that's so interesting, I don't know what my attachment is to Dark Twisted Fantasy, or like even
That's like everybody's favorite album.
The Graduation album, where it's like Kanye was never like there was never what you would consider a quote unquote like cohesive
Like a sound.
album. Yeah,
Yeah, all of his albums, if you think about it, are all over the place.
except 808s.
Except Graduation. Oh yeah, and 808s. Graduation doesn't seem all over the place to me, does it?
The only thing that seems it kind of is, I guess, if you look at it in a certain way. Like he did like not really. There's a
I
lot
feel
of
like they all
synths.
kind of go in the same thing. Like Can't Tell Me Nothing.
What's on Graduation? Hold up.
Can't Tell Me Nothing. Champion. Like they all kind of go with the same type of like it's like hot horns and like
Yeah, basically what I was trying to get at is that
Yeah.
I have like such an attachment to Dark Twisted Fantasy for some reason.
flashing lights.
But even though Dark Twisted Fantasy isn't quote unquote cohesive,
It's
I still
cohesive to me.
I feel like he took the best part of all of his albums, past albums and future albums, and then it ended up on that like on that thing, because like
Yeezus and 808s are probably the most cohesive.
Gorgeous doesn't sound anything like. And by cohesive, usually what I mean is like do the sound, it's like does the production sound
Like sounds similar.
the same on every
Yeah.
song? Gorgeous
I
sounds.
don't know if I even want an album to sound exactly the same though, but I feel like there should be like a theme and a feel, which it usually is.
I don't even have the whole album on here.
But then it makes me wonder though if that like if all my favorite songs from a specific album are the ones I still only play to this day, maybe that's why it seems cohesive to me. Because I play kind of songs that sound the same. Like on Graduation, like all the ones that kind of just popped up for you, like Flashing Lights, Can't Tell Me Nothing. What else is on there?
Stronger,
Stronger, yeah.
Good Life.
Like all those I play, and all those sound the same. They kind of had that same feel, uppity.
But the rest of the album,
And maybe that's why I'm blinded because I only really play those songs.
yeah.
What else is the other one? I said Champion. Like all those are kind of the same vibe. Like
This has now become a graduation breakdown. We got like Barry Bonds
yeah,
and
Drunk and Hot Girl. Yeah, you're right. Now that I think about it.
But then they give you Everything I Am, which is like
Oh yeah, Everything I Am. Yeah, but I didn't forget that was on there. Yeah, that doesn't even sound like anything like
yeah,
on the album.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But it's still good albums.
Yeah, but it's just interesting how like I kind of like he basically what I'm trying to say is that he's really never done that a ton of having all his songs sounded like cohesive, quote unquote.
Which that's his art form. It doesn't have to be.
But it's just funny how I like sometimes want that, but it's just weird that like I want that now when he's never done that.
He's never done that. And
Except for like
albums that he's been coming out with, like these last two are long. Like 17 for a part 2 is crazy.
Yeah, but it's 17 with a couple of short ones.
Yeah, but but still, even the first one's like 20 something songs, right? Like 25 songs. It's like a 2-hour album. That's like unheard of.
Yeah, let me see. He has most of the songs on Down to 2 or 2 minutes. So
oh, okay, that's short.
Like a majority of
I
them.
think an
are
average
actually 2
song
minutes.
is like 3 minutes.
But we're gonna go do a. You give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I give it a 6. And like the main reason I give it a 6 out of 10 is because like I don't know. Like last time when I listened to Kanye's albums, there's like a few songs that I always have to go back to and be like, "Ooh, this song is hard." But honestly, with this, maybe I gotta sit down and really listen. But the only thing I really like is Security. And the funny thing is, there's like a debate on Twitter right now where people actually hate that. They're comparing Security to Freestyle 4. And people saying they hate Security and they feel like it's overhyped, and the Freestyle 4 is better.
Freestyle 4 is awful.
Yeah, right. I think they're just comparing because it's like the same type of vibe of a song, like just like a short song of just saying whatever.
I hated Freestyle 4.
Yeah.
But
Security's better. But yeah, like I feel like I don't know. They usually like I guess I gotta listen to everything again and not as mixed and stuff. And maybe it's just because this was such a non-traditional release, I haven't really got time to sit and listen. And I've been busy every time we listen to it. So maybe that's just my rating for now, but maybe it'll change.
I give it a 7 out of 10 just because it's not finished. But like basically me trying to bring up Graduation and past albums was to kind of justify my point about like, for example, Get Lost.
Don't like that song.
Right. Like Get Lost reminds me so much of like
808.
Dark Twisted Fantasy. I don't really think anything on 808 sounds like that, but Dark Twisted Fantasy where he did like some of his outros where he uses that vocoder is what it would be called.
He kind of did that on Life of Pablo. Like that one was like, "How did I find you?" Whatever, you know?
Yeah, stuff like that. I love it. So like as weird as that song is because there's no instruments and no drums to it, stuff like that I really like enjoy. Like I'm weird like that. Like when you saw I said the first thing when I first heard it, I was like, oh, Bon Iver. Like that's exactly what it reminded me of, and that's what made Dark Twisted Fantasy really good was those Bon Iver being on it. So that's what I had to kind of get over. Like, do I like it? Do I not like it? But stuff like that is like those are those moments in his past albums where I'm like, I loved it. But I might have liked this better if it was maybe an outro on another song because he does that all the time. Like the outro to New Slaves where it's something completely different. Like this would have fit perfectly into there, but out of breath talking. If we're gonna go track by track, True Love with X, which is what we were just talking about earlier with the runaway drums.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like that one. Solid start. Broken Road with Don Toliver. In case you need.
It's catchy, but I mean, it's good. It's good.
It's good.
Like once Kanye finishes his stuff, then it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, let's skip around.
Yeah, I like this one.
I like that one. I like the way his cadence was melodic. So we 2 for 2 so far. And then you hate Get Lost.
I don't know. It's just there.
I really wish it was an outro.
Because there's no words on that one, right?
He's singing.
No, but I'm saying this is all. This is the whole song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
They said this robot gibberish is speaking. But I like it.
I mean, I like the vibe of it, but I don't necessarily like it. Like, it's not something I'll play.
I'm gonna take this,
Like, it's just there.
and I'm gonna put some instruments behind it, and I'm gonna make it something interesting. But I liked it. I'm weird. I like melodic things and his cadence and the way he was like. And I'm not just
It's a 2-minute song.
yeah, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan of Kanye's production or anything like that. But like, this is like, what's the? Oh God, why am I blanking?
It reminds you of a song of his, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of it either.
Oh my God, why am I blanking? Where he did the outro? It's not Runaway, is it?
Is it The Life of Pablo outro?
Mm-mm. Yeah, it's Runaway. Like at the end of Runaway, where he's doing his like the what you would call a bend is like him singing in like auto tune and kind of like the end of Runaway. Like this singing from him on the outro. I love it. That's why I would like Get Lost better if it was an outro, but you know,
Yeah.
too easy.
Skip through it. I like the beat. I mean, yeah, I like this one because I like this beat.
The part that I like specifically is this part.
And the beat, yeah.
I
Like
feel like
the piano, whatever that is. It sounds like electric keyboard or something like that.
yeah, some synth or something. I liked it.
Yeah, I like it.
Maybe not as its own song, but again, this is another
I
thing.
like the vibe of it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I said, the beat, even though the high pitched voice.
Yeah. Vocal effect, Kanye, I love. Like,
Yeah.
it's my favorite. But like, I would have liked that on the outro too, because again, it's another one of those 2-minute songs that's short, and I feel like it could have been one of those beat
The
switches.
outro, yeah.
But it's still good. But you know, as an individual song, I'm probably not gonna play that on like in the car. This is your favorite song.
No. It's funny because the first time we heard this sample, you said it sounded like Rugrats.
Yeah, this sounds like Rugrats, Tommy Pickles type beat.
I don't know if I really like that one. The beat does throw me off. A lot of people like this too. But I'm sorry, the beat does throw me off.
The beat throws me off. His voice and the melody that he did on his voice and his cadence.
Is that a xylophone?
I don't know what that is.
Sounds like an effect.
That's a wonky type beat. But yeah, I like his voice on it. The beat throws me off.
Yeah.
But I see why people like it because this is not. You can't play this and say it sounds like anybody else, and it's like
It's
you
his
know
own-
this is him.
yeah.
It's like his own thing, and
He has his own sound.
that's what I think people like.
That's what they said too. When we went to that thing on Monday. Oh yeah, we didn't tell the podcast, but we went to the Genius event on Monday.
Oh yeah, we met Cootie.
Yeah.
Not personally, but
But he was like right there. Like it was at SOBs. So anybody might know what SOBs. I didn't realize it was that small, but it was small. It's like, I'm like, we're literally in the closet. But they were all on that stage. Cootie, Chike, right? His cousin, Devo.
everybody.
I have all their names memorized now because I tagged them 100
Jack
times.
Ivy.
Yeah, Jack Ivy was there.
JB.
Who else? This guy, it was like, his name was like Malise or something. He like was a songwriter. It was a whole bunch of people. But that's what some guy came on the stage to rap. Like somebody from the crowd, they let him go on the stage to rap. I mean, he wasn't bad, but the guy was literally saying before he came on, like, cause he asked him what's something they look for. Like he asked us A&R. The A&R that was in the, what was it? Raucous Records. What was his name? Ali Richmond. Yeah, he was up there too. He was in the documentary. But he was saying, like, as an A&R, like, what he looks for is a different sound. Like, he's like, everything sounds the same now. He was literally mocking how stuff sounds. So that's like, you know, what you're saying. Like, that literally doesn't sound like anybody else. Like, Kanye has his own sound. And even then, he doesn't because he constantly changes.
Yeah. That's why, just real quick tidbit, like, BeatStars, for those of you guys that don't know, is a great platform for you if you're like selling beats to go on, sell your beats. People could go shop, download, execute the contracts, make sure you get paid, all that kind of stuff. They actually have a contest right now. It's for Kanye type beats.
Really?
Which
you doing it?
I submitted for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
But it was so interesting because I was going through my beats and I'm like, what is a Kanye type beat?
I know. Cause
It's
I don't
everything.
think Kanye, yeah. So that's the thing. Kanye don't even got a type beat. Like, listen to all his stuff along the years.
Yeah.
Maybe they mean like the soul sample, like the traditional Kanye.
I-
Soul samples.
I feel like they, because like
It's
like
so hard though, because he's constantly changing.
he's rapped on every type of production ever, so it's kind of.
I think anything with a soul sample, honestly. So do you do like whatever the mix could be anything, but just anything with a soul sample. I think it's traditional Kanye. Like when people think Kanye beats, they think a soul sample
Really? When I think
on
Kanye
drums.
beats, I think like anything that sounds like Mike Dean, which is weird.
Nah, I think Mike Dean. I just instantly think Travis.
That's
Travis
sad.
took over Mike Dean. No, he did though. Like just
Maybe if you knew what other Mike Dean songs.
no, I know his song, but it's just like for me now. Like whenever I hear Mike Dean, I think Travis. I mean, I think both of them, but I just really think Travis. Cause Travis loves Mike Dean. All you hear is like that scary sound in every song. So everybody was like, "There was a sacrifice." After all, it was
But the
sacrifice.
thing is,
'Cause it was just Mike Dean.
but the Mike Dean will play along with Travis songs, but doesn't necessarily have production on a lot of the songs that he does that too.
I know, but I'm saying like just that part of that aspect of him for me, like I just instantly think Travis. Like when I think Kanye, like when someone says a Kanye type beat, instantly I would think of a soul sample on drums, like literally, because like that would just be his traditional, like what he was known for, what he got famous for. So that might be like what they meant in the title. Like obviously it could be translated or it could be what's called interpreted in any way, but I think when people think Kanye, like you had a whole video on your channel about that, like how he just makes soul samples, mixes samples.
Yeah, they were talking about Kanye as a rapper though, not the.
No, that video that you made.
No. I'm saying the contest is Kanye as like a rapper, not
Oh,
because he doesn't. The last time he's rapped on like a soul loop would probably be like
yeah, I know it hasn't been long, but I'm just trying to
Down.
think of what people think of when they think of a Kanye beat, like traditionally. I feel that's what people like. What instantly comes to mind for some people.
next song is Security.
For the fair one, it's crazy because it's just that song, but I just like it. Yeah, the thing
That's the
with
best
me,
song.
I just like dark theme music. I don't know if like when I first met you, I told you that. Like I just like I'm like a huge. That's when I found out you produce. I was like, oh wow, because I'm like a huge fan of beats. Like I'm a huge fan of how a beat makes me feel, and I like edgy, dark theme music. Like if you notice, like most of my favorite songs is like something that's like. That's why I like 808s. Like I just like that. But yeah, I like that. Like it's just like evil.
Security, best song.
Yeah, that's my
Next.
favorite song. I'm not a big Migos fan anymore. Like Migos for me just feels like 2016 junior year of college. I guess it's like ew, that was a horrible time in my life. So I don't really care for Migos.
Okay. I don't personally like songs like this, but the song is great. The production obviously is crazy. Keem started the song as best as he could. Like he came in and really set up the Migos a lot for like when Quavo came in. The song's great.
Kanye just needs to finish his part.
I'm just not personally a fan of and this is not a criticism of Kanye, but I don't really like these type of like uplifting type beats.
Right?
Like uplifting type songs. Like no,
I'm gonna be mad.
I want to be angry. I don't want to be happy and uplifted. Like they're talking about "We Did It, Kid." Like no, I want to hear the kid that didn't do it.
Yeah. Like honestly, when Kanye finishes his verse though, I feel like this would be a solid song. Like people are gonna like it. I personally won't like it, like because I just like you said, it's not my vibe. But I can't say it's not a bad song. That just guy don't like it doesn't mean it's a bad song. It's a good song. I just don't like it.
Yeah, this is my third favorite song.
Yeah, I like this one too.
This is definitely this, but this is why. What is a Kanye beat? Because this is for sure a Future beat.
Yeah, no, this is like, Future, but it has Pablo. I mean, not Pablo. It has Kanye. Because it has Kanye's undertones.
When you hear like, because people forget, I think some of the beats that Kanye's rapped on before, like in his past, like even on remixes or anything like that, like this isn't that far fetched. Like he made Ham like almost a decade ago. Oh, Watch the Throne came out 10 years ago, right?
Yeah, 2011.
Crazy.
Oh shoot, it's 2012 now. I'm about to kill myself. That's so sad.
Yeah.
We're old. We're so old. Wait.
I like this song for obvious reasons. We're old. His flow, the beat, Future, everything.
Yeah.
Pablo was great.
I know.
Louis Bags did not like it all.
A lot of people don't like this one. I know. Let me hear it. That was the one that said he don't buy Louis Bags anymore. It's not done. I feel like it needs more effort into it because it's about Virgil basically.
Yeah.
It needs more effort. It's not done.
Yeah, I don't particularly like that one. I do like this sentiment though, but yeah, it's this is probably
bag out.
This is the most. Yeah, we're not.
I brought it before Virgil.
No, we're not buying Louis no more. We never bought Louis, but
yeah. But the thing is, Kanye was always a Louis fan though, so it's kind of interesting that he's saying that now though.
Yeah, I think he was just. This is just a stream of consciousness song because I think in one of his other songs and hopefully I'm not misquoting this, but I think he said I'll probably get a job at Louis now, and I was like,
I don't know how I feel about that lyric. I mean, that's a rumor
I
that
could be wrong. I could be wrong that he said that, but that's what I thought I heard. But Jack Harlow's verse was cool.
yeah, and it's cool to see that he got like that opportunity like after Kanye made that Instagram post.
Like a week ago.
Yeah, literally, he made that Instagram post. Jack Harlow was freaking out, like, "Oh my god, it's like my idol that said this." The next thing you know, you're in Miami. Like I like how Kanye moves. He's quick.
Yeah. Next song is Happy with Future.
I like this one.
Yeah, this is my second favorite one.
I like this one. See, wait, now I kind of might have to rank the album higher. Now that I'm actually listening again. I mean, I still think I give it a 6, maybe a 6.5. I'll give it a 6.5.
This right here, this is the only reason. Oh my god. I put that song on a loop when I was on the subway the other day.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, Happy is great. Sean Leon went crazy on Sci-Fi.
I had to say this is the. I don't like the fact that he used that. It's like kind of like. I mean, it's funny. But it's just like.
It's hilarious.
Okay, that doesn't really go with the song. What's the song called?
Sci-Fi.
Oh, Sci-Fi. Like, what's that? What's that?
Oxygen or Wi-Fi.
What does that sample have to do with the song? That's why I just feel like it's a kind of a random sample.
It's probably a deeper meaning. He said, "Do you want oxygen or Wi-Fi?"
Yeah, like that people would die over the internet.
With a quote of his wife and ex-wife, whatever, in the beginning.
Yeah, but you know, people who hate Kanye, white people who never listen to his music, white women specifically, because they're the worst demographic on this planet. Because they play victim, but then they want rights. But then they play victim when it comes to black people, and they get black people killed. Anyway, worst demographic. They're sorry about any white women who are watching, but yeah, you guys are the worst. They're literally making think pieces all over TikTok, and it's very annoying. Comparing him to OJ is so disrespectful to compare somebody who literally beat his wife and had domestic violence, a history of domestic violence. Try to compare that to Kanye. Like, are you guys stupid? Are you dumb? But anyway,
we're just doing an album review.
No, I'm sorry, but I'm not saying because they were.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm saying because you were making a joke about the Wi-Fi or oxygen, whatever. I'm saying that they're about to create their think piece on TikTok. Oh my God, Kanye's threatening Kim. He's threatening her, saying that he's gonna take her life over the Wi-Fi. Like what? Like that's just what they're gonna say.
All right, 12.
No, but they already made think pieces about security. They're like, he's gonna kill the security. I don't like this sample. It's giving TikTok. This is one of those other ones. This beat's too uppity for me.
They said Kanye ruined it.
It's his song.
Yeah, I like X's part better though. Like,
yeah,
I could have done without Selfish, but
I mean it's cool, but it's like I want to listen to it because it's not my vibe. What's this one?
Lord Lift Me Up.
Oh, you always have to have a. You always have to have a godly one. That's why people saying it's funny that these albums are like a mix of like Jesus is King, Jesus, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and Donda One.
Yeah.
So this is giving me like Jesus is the King era vibes.
I'm just gonna keep skipping through it. Make sure we don't get copywritten. Yeah. Yeah, Void.
Yeah, it's cool. It's one of those songs that make, like kind of like come to life, where it's like you feel kind of like it makes you sad, but even though it's uplifting.
Yeah, I don't even remember them playing this one.
What's this one? Mr. Miyagi, is that what's it?
Keep It Burning.
Oh, can't read. I don't remember this one either.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. But yeah, I wasn't really feeling that one. First Time in a Long Time was cool because I like Soulja Boy's verse wherever it's at.
Yeah, I think that was. I don't think Kanye should have put him on there. Like I hate people who switch up like that. Like he was talking mad crazy.
About Soulja Boy?
No, Soulja Boy was talking mad crazy.
Oh. Like
I feel Kanye, unless it's Kanye's playing a long game, he gonna cut him off the final cut. We'll see. I just don't like that. Like Kanye's like I don't know if Kanye's trying to play a game with him or if he's just too nice. Like he was talking wild. Like your first verse was bad. You got caught from the album. Sorry, it happens. But you know, Soulja Boy's still trying to hold on to his clout.
Yeah.
That was it?
That's the last song on the album.
I thought it was a song called Mr. Miyagi. Did you play that already?
That was off the. That's just people just guess when they do the stem player audio.
Oh, they guess the names.
They just guess the names.
Oh, yeah. I guess 'cause that's when they had the motorcycles, right? And somebody says no.
Yeah, but that was the last song. So I think it's solid. I think it's 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm just sticking to my six. I'm gonna give it to. I'm gonna give it a 6.3, 6.5.
Yeah, 7 out of 10, which isn't bad. Like if you don't, if because basically nothing is a 10, so really the scale is 9.
You never give an album a 10 out of 10.
No, I've given an album 10 out of 10, but it's just so like rare.
Yeah,
Like
like it has to be like a
every song,
masterpiece.
masterpiece, album, classic, certified
And that's why it kind of
masterpiece.
reminds me how you said that how like you like short albums because it makes that a masterpiece. Like if you think about all Kanye's like masterpiece albums, like Mark Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was like was that 10 songs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeezus was 10, which I didn't realize.
Mm-hmm.
808s was short too. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Graduation, all that was long.
Oh
Graduation,
God, Late Registration and College
like
Dropout was
yeah, it was long. It was up
long. It was like
long.
35
But
songs.
then he started shorting after 808s, and then Life of Pablo
Album
was like
long as
medium.
hell.
Yeah, it was like medium long, and he had a lot of bonuses. And then he dropped. And then he had his era where he had all the short albums. Jesus is King was short. Ye was short. Obviously, like the Tyna Taylor album and Nas and Pusha T albums were all 7 songs. Kissy Ghosts was 7, I think.
Yeah.
And Donda was long. So he's very inconsistent with his album lengths. But it makes me wonder what's the headspace. Because it's like his short albums was when he was going through something. Like the death of his mom, girlfriend problems, Amber Rose era.
I just think he's trying to fulfill label requirements. To be completely honest, I don't
To
really.
get off.
Yeah, I don't think he actually even cares about these albums.
Yeah. Because I think Jesus is King, Yay. Donda was seemed like it was a little more thought out. But they just kind of seem like he just did, he just made them. Like you look at his older work and it seemed like he really put effort into them. I'm not saying that he didn't put effort into these newer songs, but it just seems they were just rushed and thrown out there. But I don't know, maybe not though, because his older albums, they come out back to back to back too. Same type of turnover, so. Maybe it's just me holding on to the old him so much and not letting him experiment and be him.
No, I don't like experimentation. I like organized experimentation.
Yeah.
Like when
Yeezus.
When New Slaves was previewed and it was projected on
Yeah.
hundreds of cities across the world, that was
Organized
it was organized.
Yeah. The whole album. It was concise, short.
It was beautiful. I remember when the outro to Yeezus came, or outro to New Slaves came on. I was like, what did I just hear? And then it just shut off.
It's so crazy because people literally like were like, what is this album? Like people hated it. I liked it.
I still listen to it.
I remember it came out when I was on my way to see my grandma, my great grandma, in Atlanta. We took the road trip to Atlanta. I was like, Kanye album dropped, and I had to put that right in my headphones. I think I still had an MP3 player at that time, or I don't know. I might have illegally downloaded it like I used to on my iPhone. Okay, I used to, up until college, up until sophomore year, I used to drag the files onto my phone. Like Apple used to be so much easier to do it. You were dragging into iTunes, downloading to iTunes. Then I got Apple Music sophomore year of college, 2016. I was like, let me just buy Apple Music. I think it just came out that year too. But yeah, that was a good time. Yeezus era. I liked it initially. I'm like, you guys don't like it. It's lit.
How we feel about this Megan Tory situation? The recent shenanigans. What was that? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wednesday, everything started going down.
I hate speaking on things because I just, it's always believe black women.
Time to get killed. This is you speaking. You're gonna get our whole channel shut down.
Oh my
To
God.
be honest, you're responsible for all of our
I'm
hate.
not.
Yeah, you are. We're still getting hate too.
I
In some
don't
of these videos.
care.
How you feel about it?
Anybody who has time to hate on other people who don't have money, because if you have money, you don't have time to hate.
They said we were hating though. So did we not have money?
We have money. I got a lot of money.
No, you don't.
Nah, I got all the overtime money. Oh my God, checks was back to back to back booming.
How do you feel about the Megan Tory situation?
And you just got a big raise, so don't talk about we don't got money. We got money. I'm just saying, we got money. We don't be hating.
All right. How do you feel about the Megan Tory situation?
Don't have attitude. You didn't let me catch my breath. Okay, I gotta mentally prepare to say some new things. I don't know. I think that we need to let the trial play out. I think that this is taking way too long than it needs to. This has been like over a year, right? At this point, has it been over a year? It's definitely been. This happened in 2020.
Probably, but that's not even that. Like, this is one of those like that's how trials work.
Well, no, I understand that, but it's just they keep pushing it back. Like I get that's how trial works, but they just keep pushing it back. Like, but yeah, could this happen like 2020, late 2020? You see Ahmaud Arbery was early 2020, and now oh my god, that trial just concluded like a few months ago.
And they just got hit with some more charges.
Yeah, but we knew that was gonna happen. Like that was like a thing they said after the first one was concluded that it was gonna have the civil rights court, whatever. What I think is that somebody's lying.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
But it's just kind of, I just don't know because Tory is so convincing. It's like, for me, if whether Megan or Tory is lying, for me, like, you know how I feel about liars. I literally think anybody who lies is mentally ill. Like, I truly think, unless it's like you're lying to protect yourself, I like, for how hard they're both going, if one of them is lying, they're mentally ill, in my opinion. Because it's like, how could you just lie about that? Like,
because that's life ruining. Either
for
way.
both of them.
Either way, no matter what.
But then why would, if Meg's lying, why would she lie in the first place? Because she didn't know who really shot her? Or did I don't know.
It could be that. It could be to protect her friend if they're still cool, which I don't think they
No,
are.
they're not cool.
It could have been
Meg's disgusting. Because that was, her friend was messing with Tori. And Meg's nasty. Wanted her sloppy seconds. You know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a number of things. I don't know. Maybe she was mad at him and she just decided to lie and then it blew up into something else. Who knows?
And she didn't think it was gonna be this big. But
And
then she literally went on live and was like, Tori shot me. Like I figured at that instant, like, cause before it was like, okay, what's going on? Because like she wasn't saying nothing, he wasn't saying nothing. Like I think that she was trying to drop charges, something.
Let me be very explicitly clear. I did not say that she lied. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying that she's lying either. I'm saying
that would be a reason why.
Yeah.
To be spiteful, whatever.
And Tori's saying that they're pushing the lie because the label's pushing it. But it's like, and the labels would create things, but it's like, now this is Rock Nation we're talking about. Like now you're getting Jay-Z involved. It's like, even though he wouldn't necessarily be the one to sign off on that, like just because he's the owner of Rock Nation doesn't mean he's sitting there making all the decisions, right? He kind of just chilling, or does he still make decisions? He still to sign off.
It's his company.
You know what I'm saying? He still to sign off on who gets signed and stuff, right? But he's not like actively doing that. It's not like he's recruiting. It's not like he's like you see. Yeah. You see how these labels work. Like you saw when Kanye was in there trying to get signed. Mad different people, interns, stuff. Oh man, I don't know. But like I said, and then you know the funny part is everybody's always like, well, wait till a trial, wait till a trial. I mean, the trial don't necessarily say anything. We get the evidence and I think we come up with a decision on our own. But the outcome of a trial doesn't necessarily mean who was right and who was wrong in the situations. But I think I said this before. It's just crazy. There's only 3 of them there. They know what happened. I mean, they were all really drunk probably and probably on drugs, probably on coke or something. Oh, let me not say that because, we don't want to get sued. I said probably. Because the other girl said they were. The other girl said Cardi B was like, Tasha K said Cardi B was like she was making accusations. I'm saying probably because like, you know how Hollywood is. That's what they do. So they like, but how drunk could you be to not tell? I mean, I guess you could be that drunk though, right? Like we've been drunk before, and you kind of don't know really what's happening or what's going on. Like you could look back at times you've been drunk.
No, I remember everything always.
Nah, but you do stuff that you don't even mean to do, or like you don't even realize what just happened.
No, I always know what I'm doing.
Nah, I still have trauma from that time you hit that parked car. Nobody knew what was happening.
No, I knew what was happening. Like honestly, I wasn't even drunk. The car was just really on me. I was trying to get out the parallel parking spot.
You were a little drunk though.
But I did not know what I was doing. Like I still was.
But there was never a time you would turn to like let's think. What about that time you was playing the game?
No, I still remember walking back to the dorm. You had to help me back into the dorm. You had to help me get signed in. I sat down on the chairs.
No, but you see, like, okay, maybe not you, but maybe that night that I like almost blacked out. I don't think I blacked out technically, but I almost blacked out when I fell on my head. And then we got back to your dorm, and I was sitting on the bench, right, or the chair. You know, remember how you sit in the chair when you get signed in? I don't remember that. I don't remember what I was doing. I don't remember anything from that. I just know I was sitting there and I was drunk as fuck. And I don't know. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to curse. But I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get kicked off campus. Like I was like kind of exaggerating. I'm like, okay. But I don't really remember that moment. So that makes me wonder like if they were that drunk too. But I mean, they were arguing and anybody was sober. I mean, if anybody was conscious enough to pull out a gun or shoot a trigger. I don't know. Like, I really don't know if Tori did it. What if his friend did it? But then how come he wouldn't outwardly say that? Like, oh, you know your friend shot you. Like, why wouldn't he say that before there was even a trial?
I don't know. Why is there even a trial? I know that sounds like a wild question, but
Assault.
like, yeah, I know that. But if nobody, there's no witnesses. The only witnesses are the people that were actually there.
And that's the crazy part too, because I think Meg even said to the police, like, "Oh, he said dance, be dance." And it's like, who do you know? How do we know that's true?
Because if there's clearly an
The heck?
issue with the evidence and whose fingerprints are on what weapon, there's clearly an issue there. They lost the evidence. They lost the
Yeah, the
bullet
bullet is
fragments.
missing. I was like,
We don't know whose hands were where, and the only witnesses were the people that were there. And I don't think that the video footage that they tried to pull from the
I was about
neighbors,
to
I don't
say,
even think that showed anything.
really?
I don't think so.
I mean, we don't know because the
They
thing
didn't
is,
introduce it.
yeah, but these things, that's the whole point though. These things will get into trial. Like these prosecutors in defense, like literally gather so much evidence that we never find out about until the trial. So we'll see. And oh, this is gonna be in California. Wait, no, California does. They do. What's it called? They have cameras in the courtroom, so we'll see it. I keep forgetting. New York is like that. California, duh. We seen OJ.
I don't know,
Seen
man.
that.
Like,
Wait, yeah,
if
California. You could see.
if they said that there were cameras that recorded it, I can't imagine
That not being out.
dying with the lie is crazy. If they have the neighbors' footage, but I really doubt that it was clear.
No, but who would lie about that? I'm saying that will come
Anybody.
out. I'm saying that will come out in a trial.
No, I know that. I'm saying that continuing to die with the lie, knowing that there was footage,
Oh, you think
is
so? I
crazy.
don't think anybody will hide that they have footage.
No. I'm saying that if there's a known fact that
Oh,
that the neighbors' cameras were recording the incident, and either one of the people
oh,
involved
okay.
are
I
still
see what you
dying with the
mean.
lie.
Yeah. But they might not know because one side might know that they had the video, but I feel like they were both sides might know. But I don't know. Maybe they want it because you've seen like the OJ's trial, for example, when they introduced stuff in court, like OJ looked shocked, like, oh, like he didn't know they were going to introduce that, you know. So there might be some stuff that they have that they don't say, but I don't know. I feel like if the
But they
police,
said the police were
yeah,
pulling
if the
it,
police
so
pulled the footage, that's like fair game for both. Dang. I mean, yeah, we'll see. We know how trials are. They have so much evidence, so we'll see when it comes out finally and watch and see what happens and see if they're able to figure it out. But it's just so crazy to me. Like I said, like I know it's career ending, but something just mentally, like I just feel like I go crazy last time living in this world because I just feel like people are so mentally messed up and just like I just can't like wrap my mind or comprehend like certain stuff. Like if either of them lying, like it just makes me feel like what is wrong with you? And then it's just weird because it's like their friend was there, you know, and she hasn't really said anything.
because she's smart.
But that's why I'm
That's what I'm about to
wondering if
get to in a
stuff's gonna
second.
come out in the trial, like if she's gonna say stuff.
Because I don't know what I can understand why people lie like I can understand why you feel like why do people lie in general, but for this it makes a lot of sense. If
Well, it
somebody was
makes
shot,
sense,
then
yeah.
yeah.
But it's just that they're going so hard on it. Like Tori made a whole album where he referenced that. He just keeps tweeting academics, like all stuff. It's just like tweets. And Meg has been kind of quiet, so it's like,
But has she? Because
no,
she's the
she
one.
hasn't lately. No, but before she, she said what she had to say, and then she hasn't really said nothing. She kind of responds here and there to some of his stuff, but this is the most she's, I think, talks about it in a while.
I think it's because they know. Because I'm not going to speculate who did what, like, but they all know that. I think what basically they know is that they were the only three people there. There's going to be no footage shown on the camera showing definitively and clearly who had the gun and who shot it, who pulled the trigger, whatever. I don't think there's going to be any evidence of anything, and I think the case is just going to be whatever, and then it's just
You
going
don't
to
think
be
the friend's
forever.
gonna speak finally, like during the trial, and be like, "All right, I'm gonna speak my truth finally," because she never really explicitly said she might be holding on for that reason. But then it makes you like it's like, can they like throw out a testimony if just like ill intention, like if she, you got beef with Meg, your testimony might be like some lies,
I don't think that.
but you have to like put your hand in the Bible. But that don't mean nothing. I know. Off the man-made book.
Yeah, I just think that they're all comfortable in the fact that nobody's really going to truly know what happened. So it's just going to be up to the court of public opinion forever. And because there's not going to be a ton of evidence, I don't think that
We'll see though. We'll see because that was something that just came out. A report saying that the prosecution has substantial evidence to prove that Tory did it. That was the very last thing that came out. They said substantial evidence. And then, you know, people on Twitter were like, boom. I was like, oof, ooh. Like, it's always people act like they know these people and like defending them. It's just, I mean, I do that too, but you know, it's just funny when people do it on Twitter. Cause like boom, it's like, who you saying boom to? Tory? I don't know. I mean, I could see Tory kind of gives me like mental vibes though, so I feel like he could be lying. He gives me short man syndrome and anger problem. He definitely gives anger problems. Like he seems crazy, but I don't know. Cause Meg is problematic too. Like she literally like has had so many problems with friends, and like you've seen her and Nikki fall out. Like she seems very problematic, but problematic enough to lie about getting shot. I don't know. But they say April 5th. Oh, that's so far. Jesus.
We will see. I don't think that we're gonna get any conclusions.
And April 5th is not even like the trial, right? Isn't like pre-trial something?
I don't know. To be completely honest, I'm not paying attention to any of the shenanigans around it because it's kind of like clouding the actual thing. Like the reason why I even brought this up was because of the most recent thing that happened on Wednesday with her Instagramming and Tory responding and Party
academics
and
was
academics.
Yeah, Party's so corny to me. Like I know you gotta defend your girl, but that's just so corny. Just stay out of it. Leave it alone. Like, or at least in public. Like I would literally be so embarrassed if you go on Twitter and was atting somebody. Like that's why you know how many times I'm always fighting people on Twitter. And I'm like, I literally make jokes. I'm like, how you just see me beef with people on Twitter? Don't defend me. But that's just me joking. If you actually did that, I would literally throw up. Like that's embarrassing. Like Party needs to sit down. But you know, he probably just does it because he doesn't want people to judge that he doesn't do it. It's like handle. If you a real man, you a real stepper, like you would do that in private. You don't got to be on Twitter tweeting. That's anybody. Men that tweet a lot are sus to me.
I think they both handled it really poorly in these situations.
Who, Party and Meg?
Meg and Tory. I don't think that. I mean, obviously, I've never gone through a criminal
like a case.
But the number one thing is to not say anything.
That's what everybody was saying. They're like, where are the lawyers? Everybody was like, where are the lawyers?
You're like, just stop talking. Like you make your case way worse.
And then usually you're not even supposed to do that. Like I don't know if you could get fined within like the court or something, or sometimes they end up throwing the case out. Like if you end up like ruining a line, like that's such a bad look. I don't know who started it? Academics. He started it. He made a tweet about there was evidence that that was DNA came back that shows that Tory didn't have the gun or something, right? It was inconclusive. Something he said, and Meg is the one who responded though.
Yeah,
which
just
is
don't
like
say
be
anything.
Quiet. Yeah, it's like let him do his job. Like
no matter who's right or who's wrong, if you talk, like imagine OJ tweeting during the trial.
Yeah,
and we only go back to that one because it was such a crazy thing. We weren't alive for it, but
wait, when did it happen? I thought we were alive. Oh wait, it was like 1994, right?
Yeah, we're not alive.
Oops, 1996 babies.
Just don't talk. Like that, it hurts your case.
Yeah,
because they public opinion is not supposed to be utilized in the court, but it is. Like you're on a jury of your peers. You're in a courtroom full of humans.
Was there jury selection yet?
I believe so.
But since the trial's not active yet, are they like? Oh my god! I just like made like a list. Oh my god! I'm so sorry. I was like, since the trial didn't start yet, are they like secluded yet?
Not sure. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that whole stuff that whole thing doesn't make sense to me. Like they act like people don't have phones or see the news before jury selection even happened. Like people are always going to be influenced by the public if it's a public case.
Yeah. So just stop talking. But
yeah,
that's all. That's all I got. Prayers to everyone involved.
At the end of the day, like you always say, you don't care. I really don't care about these people's lives. They're all like their lives seem. Yeah, you have money, but your life is a mess. So, like my life is really chill. It really is. Like sometimes, like when a lot of people have their stories about their life, it's like, how is your life so chaotic? I mean, I had a chaotic era. I did, but it still wasn't that bad. I feel like some people live like they love chaos because like, why is your life always so chaotic, right? Like you have Meg, like yeah, no one should get shot, but like, come on, you put yourself in. Not saying that she should be shot. I'm not saying that, but I'm talking about the chaotic aspect of her life. Like you put yourself in a situation where you was messing with the man that your best friend was messing with. Like you're nasty for that. First of all, second of all, she drinks a lot. Like she puts herself in these like party situations, drinks a lot, and like that's when the chaotic life stuff roots from. Lots of times is situations at party stuff. I think even her and Kylie had falling out after that. It's like Kylie was like, "Get that ghetto arguing out of my house," because I think they were at her house. The funny part is, I literally was like watching their live, like right before that, like that night. Isn't that crazy? I was literally on their live, and I was like, "What is happening?" So I just feel like chaotic people who are always in drama. Oh, like how do you live like that? Like having a peaceful life is just chef's kiss. Like I just love being at peace. Like it's a little boring, but it's peaceful. Right? Don't you agree? Like,
Yeah.
like you don't miss the drama from school, do you? You don't miss the drama. It's more peaceful now. It's a little boring, right? But it's more peaceful. We love it here.
What else we got?
Well, yeah, what happened this week? Ukraine?
No.
Yeah, I don't really like getting into politics because that's just not my thing. I don't know if this is like verifiable, but it was saying that the Ukrainians were pushing like Africans off the train that were trying to escape. So there's apparently beef. I don't want to talk about something that's not verified, but
Then don't talk about it.
nah, because somebody on Twitter was like, they put the blind emoji with the stick. It was like talk about me not seeing Putin after they found out. At the end of the day, I'm all for black people. I support black people all over the world, unless you're op, because there could be ops in within the blacks that aren't on code. What else we got?
You tell me.
I don't know. This actually, I mean, work has finally slowed down. Thank God. Oh my God. I finally get my life back together. That's why today was phase 1, got out there, took some pics. So I've been out of the loop. Like these weeks have honestly been flying simply for the fact that work has been so crazy. So I really haven't been like up to date on what's going on. Queen Elizabeth has COVID. She seems like she's surviving it. She's never gonna die.
I would think she would.
Well, obviously one day, but I still can't believe what's her name died. Betty White. Like, remember we used to make jokes for years, not even jokes, but like false alarms for years. So the fact that it actually happened, it's like, wow, the inevitable, right?
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah, I got nothing. This has been a great pod. Thank you
We're
guys
gonna do
for
an hour
watching.
pod today. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a short pod.
No, there's other stuff to talk about, but I'm not doing no political stuff and so many pop culture topics be so annoying.
Everybody has these Prada glasses. Like, ugh, everybody's my son. For real.
No, you're everybody else's son.
I'm joking. But then I'm not joking. But I am, but I'm not. Jack Harlow had them at the Kanye listening party.
So you're a sheep.
And someone else had them recently. And I'm like, oh.
What kind of hat you got on?
I'm wearing Arc'teryx 3 weeks in a row.
Oh.
Arc'teryx is a flying bird. A flying dinosaur. I wish I had a fossil emoji, because the picture that I posted, I'm gonna put a fossil emoji, but I'm just gonna put a dinosaur. Do you think Rihanna's gonna change maternity fashion?
No, I certainly hope she doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not walking around with my stomach out like that. I can't. I'm a regular person. So maybe the tweet today saying that her fits aren't as full as people think, but I think her fits are nice. It's always the people that say that too. Then you go on their page and they're wearing like Against All Odds or like Aeropostale or like Abercrombie or like American Eagle or like Fashion Nova, because that's like the new age version.
If you look at the root of anybody, like the way anybody dresses, if you're going to strip down everything, nobody dresses fly.
Nobody does. They really don't.
Like,
because everything's inspired by something else, and everything is pretty basic. Like,
no, I mean in that sense, like there's no piece of clothing that anybody put on that was just like the most magnificent thing that you've ever seen. Like at the end of the day, no matter who you are, like A$AP Rocky looks better in a retro vintage t-shirt than you do because he has money, and you associate his style with having money and success.
I think though, because there was like that video I showed the other day with all the models walking around, and I was like maybe I should wear lashes less. Remember I was saying that? But then everybody in the video was, I mean, people in the comments were like, it's so crazy how basic their outfits are, but they're not. And like people were saying like it's because they're models. So I feel like same thing with like ASAP or like the models. It's like a fire look is beyond the fit. Like a fit that you wear and someone else wear, you guys can have the same exact outfit on, and it looks different on one person. Because obviously, there's a lot of elements. It's how your obviously your figure, how you're shaped. Two is how you carry yourself. Because somebody who's confident just has a different way of like existing. And then it's your face. Your face is a part of your outfit, and like a lot of people just don't have that look. Like some people just have that look that looks like fashion. Like some people just look like mysterious or like fashion. Like I feel like a lot of like streetwear people, like like us, it's like
I'm not a streetwear person. I don't even wear streetwear.
No, but it's still kind of like a variation of streetwear.
I don't wear a variation of streetwear.
But like for girls, especially, I feel like a lot of us have like this look where like obviously a lot of them are skinny, so I'll be like, okay, I'm skinny tall. Yeah, a lot of us got that look. Only thing I wish that's my boobs are smaller, because a lot of them have the smaller boobs, and I hate my boob size. It's crazy. I was so flat chested my whole life until like maybe senior year of high school.
I feel like everything about you has been like that. You always want something.
I've always wanted boobs.
You always want something, and then you hate it.
I wish I was A-cup again. They were so cute and chic. Like,
I remember, you were wearing those gloves today, and I was like, I remember you a year ago killing girls about those gloves. I specifically remember it because when I was trying to do the Kalo Studios launch, and then I showed you a pic of they were pink, but you were like, you hate girls that wear those gloves, and now you're wearing the gloves
because they're warm. Baby, stop! You're embarrassing me. I didn't say that. I said that because they were pink. I said that because they were pink.
That's not what you said. You said you hate that girl.
I don't remember saying that.
Yeah, it's because when we were talking about Ariana Grande and how she wears them and stuff.
Yeah, because probably it wasn't the look that like I was going for.
Yeah, but now it is. So now you like them, but then you're gonna hate them a year from now. Just like how you just bought a whole pack of lashes, and then you see people not wearing lashes, and you're like, I don't want to wear lashes anymore.
No, first of all, I can show you a picture of like 3 months ago where I wasn't wearing lashes. I switched up all the time. Literally, I'm known for switching up my looks like all the time. I'm still gonna wear those big lashes. Of course I am. I
don't think I'm gonna wear lashes anymore.
No, those lashes are popping. I'm still gonna wear them, but I just go through. I go through my phases of like what I like and what I don't like. Doesn't mean I completely throw them out. But was I wearing lashes here? Was I wearing lashes this day? No, I wasn't. And when was this picture taken? November 26th. Oh, exactly 3 months ago. So don't play with me before I smack you in this camera. Anyway, this was cute though. This was a look. I was so cute this day. But anyway, I feel like a lot of us, like people who are like into my like have the same style as me, we just have like this edgy look. Like me, I have my big eyelids. Like I feel like that's like different. Like a lot of girls don't have big eyelids. A lot of girls have like small eyelids. And I just feel like my big eyelids is like a distinct look. I feel like like what's her name? Lucy Unicorn. She has the big eyelids too. It's like something that adds depth. So I just feel like girls have a certain look, and I feel like you have like that look that the guys have. Like it's like a mysterious look in your face.
Nah, first of all, don't try to throw me into everything. Because one thing about you that you do is that like I'll be mad regular, and then you'll just try to throw me in like, oh no, you're different. And it's like no.
I'm talking about the guy look versus the girl look. The guy, guys with big eyelids scare me. Like that's not the look of the streetwear look. Like Luca got small eyelids. Like the streetwear look is more like what you got, like the thick eyebrows, the thick lashes, like.
So like being a human.
Unique features. You have a little cheekbone. No, because I'm saying like some guys like they don't like if some guys like that guy that
I don't look like a model.
No, but that guy who was that video of him dressing like edgy and he was like modeling and he was like swinging his hair around. Everybody was laughing at him. He don't got the street like he don't got that edgy look. His face didn't have it, so it made it look super corny. Like he couldn't get that Cardi effect because Cardi had a different look in his face. So I think that's why, like you said, but an ASAP would have fit like ASAP. So you could look at him and be like, wow, this outfit's actually super basic. But it's just because he has a look. He has a swag. He has an aura. And not everybody has that. Basic.
Like,
but that's my point. That like what makes your outfit elevated is your face, your hair, your jewelry.
I don't even think it's their face because there's some there are some models that I would be like, okay, they're not like what you would consider socially beautiful or whatever people would perceive them as being.
Like I know the word you're trying to say. Like it's like
the standard of beauty.
Yeah, like they look. It's like a specific word. They look It's like a specific word. Oh my god. Unconventional.
Yeah, which it doesn't even mean ugly. It's just like you wouldn't look at them and be like, "This is the most beautiful person I've ever seen." Not that I'm beautiful. Not trying to sound like that, but like
even his fit, like it's mad basic.
Which is fine.
But it's just like he has like the swag.
But people be like, yo, then you got people on Google like, yo, what t-shirt was he wearing? And it's like, you feel that way because when you're looking at any of these people, you're looking at money and success and status, and that's like blocking people's view as to what they're really wearing.
Yeah,
Like,
because like Rihanna's outfit, right? I don't like it personally. If someone else wore this, people would kill it.
like if I threw on a bunch of random patterns and colors and stuff like that, and I walked up and down a college campus, I would look nuts. But if I had followers and status and people know who I am, and I walked up and down Soho, I would be the flyest person in the world. Like,
cause let's break down ASAP's fit right here, right? He's wearing just a plain zip up jacket. It's probably something like helmet or something, right? It's probably Raf. What's that t-shirt? I can't tell. This is a plain t-shirt, right? Those like boxing looking gloves. Some leather pants, Adidas shoes, and a Gucci luggage. If you really look at this isn't a bad fit. I mean, it's not bad, but it's regular.
yeah, everything is regular.
Now you look at Rihanna's fit and it's like, okay, Chinese dragon pants with this purple thing, whatever that is on her head. It's like, I don't like it personally. The fit's it's kind of ugly. Like that girl's tweet who said her fits are kind of ugly. Some of them, yeah, but who am I to judge? She still has a good fashion, like for the most part. And her fashion is subjective. But I don't know. Like I said, it's a combination thing. So it's like, yeah, it's because she has status, but she, I feel like Rihanna also is like pretty. So it's like pretty people get off a lot more than, and she has a nice body.
It's because she has, it's because of her fame.
Yeah, no, but the fame is the biggest thing.
That's the number one thing. Because if she was pretty and just nobody knew who she would still look crazy.
Some outfits.
People would still think that she was crazy because it's only acceptable for people to wear those extravagant, over the top outfits when they're notable and have money.
But can you admit some of Rihanna's outfits are fire though? Some of them.
Not my particular taste, but I would have to
not these. Her pre-pregnancy outfits. Like all the pictures of her being in Soho.
I would have to see some examples. I'm not saying that she can't dress, but I think that with like some of her stuff, like we do have to, like, it is a thing. Like a t-shirt is a t-shirt.
I mean, yeah, some of her stuff is kind of bad though. Cause like, look at this. And the funny thing is because it's just Rihanna. Cause let anybody else, like let someone that like it's not like loved by all, walk around with their stomach out like that, people would kill it. They'd be like, that looks so tacky. But it's because it's Rihanna. It's
the status.
It's so edgy and different, and she's a trendsetter
and brave.
And she's changing fashion.
And this is no Rihanna hate. Be very clear.
No, that we love Rihanna.
It's just to
I like this fit
to highlight. Yeah, I think that looks horrible.
I think this was like her wearing some Versace stuff. Or this just came out. Like I feel like some brand. I think it was Versace. They just came out their fall winter 2022, and it looked like similar to this. So I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, this was a iconic look.
Yeah, that's probably her best outfit ever.
Swarovski dress.
Now, obviously, if anybody wore that outside walking down the street, you would look nuts. But
I mean, some of her outfits are bad though. Like I don't like this at all.
But that's what I said before. I was like, fashion has become, let me throw, and this is not specific to Rihanna, but fashion has become, let me throw a bunch of random things together and then go outside.
And people took that whole you shouldn't match everything too far. Because yeah, like you don't have to match for an outfit to be fleet. Like you could, like it's literally color palettes. Like you could literally pick a random color from your shoe and associate it somewhere else. Or like a color that's similar on the same like the wheel, like there's like colors that literally coincide with each other. Like there's literally colors that like for me it's like orange, I feel like, and like there's the Yeezys I just wore. Like those are like colors that don't match necessarily, but they look good together. They complement each other. So I feel like people take that too far, but the whole you don't need to match colors and patterns, and they just throw on anything. And it's like, okay, you try to do too much. And some people do that. Like you said, they'll throw on like 4 different coats and like every accessory that they have, and then they'll throw on like a scarf, and then like a balaclava, and then put on some chunky shoes and have some socks that are showing. It's like, okay, you did too much. But I don't know. At the end of the day, it's hard because fashion is so subjective that who are any of us to talk on it? Like, do you think there's a general consensus of people who are good fashion?
I still differentiate fashion and style. I don't.
Oh yeah.
Fashion is fashion. It doesn't matter how you personally dress. That's always going to be a thing. Style is subjective, and who cares?
Yeah.
But
are they both subjective?
Nobody put on like the next, like they put on some alien type T-shirt that we never seen before. Like people's outfits aren't like that. People just look at people that are famous. It's like the same reason why outfits are so easily replicated. Should explain that.
It's so cringe. Like, I seen a tweet say something that's like, Bottega Green is finally out of style. I'm like, ew. Because like, first of all, it's like you should never like. Why was that even a style to follow anyway? Like, just do you. And like to say that it's out of style and like, ooh, thank God. It's like, why? Why are you saying thank God? Like, why can't people just still wear it if they wanted to? Like, you know that green I'm talking about. The bags and the shoes. They call it the Bottega Green. Like, that's just so cringe to me that you even like tweeted that. It's like, but it's just, like, have you seen that? Is that skirt from like Miu?
No.
It's this mini skirt that everybody is saying is about to be the next thing for like the summer. Look, that's the first thing. Miu spring that's going viral for spring. Oh my God. I'm telling you, you're going to see this everywhere. $2,000 skirt. And this is ugly. It's so ugly. But this is like the picture that went viral. This fit.
Yeah, but look at her though. That's why.
No, it looks fire on her for sure. But look at this. I just quoted the other day. It's just now, like you said, the replication because look, Fashion Nova is already at it. That's nasty. That is so nasty. That is so nasty. And people are gonna wear the Fashion Nova version and be thinking they like flee. And that's like when I feel like fashion is not subjective or style's not subjective because you're literally copying a runway look and getting the dupe for it. And it's like, I'm sorry, like I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I said fashion.
I'm judging you.
Fashion is not subjective.
When you're stealing, basically, or trying to have a look that you can't really afford. Like, why are you wearing the dupe version of it? Like, I don't know. I don't care what anybody says. I do not agree with dupes or fakes. I don't. Like, people will go kill me for that because they'll be like, who cares if I buy a fake? It's like, I care. It might not mean nothing to you, but I care because that's like a slap in the face. That's so disrespectful to and that's like whack. Like, you do not feel whack walking around with the dupe of the real thing. Cause you know if you could afford it, you would buy. Like, so they swear they buying if they want to. It's like, no, you're the stupid ones. You guys are spending the money, girl. That doesn't even cover a paycheck. That's nothing for me. Like, just because that's expensive to you don't mean it's expensive for me. I hate when people use that argument.
That's expensive to you. I'm not gonna let you.
Oh no, that Miu skirt. No. I'm not talking about the skirt. I'm not talking about the skirt. Whoa, it's expensive to me, but that's like about a paycheck right there. But for some people, that's like 3 months of work. Like, that's just one check. So I'm not talking about the skirt in specific. I'm talking about just anything. Like, the people will say that about bags, and I'll be like that's kind of like crazy. How you gonna say that? Like, how you gonna call somebody stupid for spending money that just because they have it? Like, that's how am I stupid? You're the stupid one clearly because you don't know how to make money. Anybody who don't know how to make money is stupid in my opinion. Because anybody who knows how to make money is smart in some way.
You just be saying shit. Like, what? How does that even make sense? Stupid people make money all the time. Making money is not a difficult task. You could go
exactly. That's my point. I don't mean intellectual. I don't mean school smart. That's my point. Smart doesn't mean book smart. Smart just means you smart. You know how to hustle. You could be dumb as a brick, but still have street smarts and make money. You could still know how to scam. That's still you smart at scamming. Yeah,
we're condoning scamming.
I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying that you're smart at scamming. I'm just saying anybody who's that's just how I feel. Anybody who's broke is broke because they don't know how to. They're not smart enough to know how to make money. Because you can make money anywhere. Unless you're a kid or in poverty. That's two things. If you're under 18 or in poverty, then yeah, you got excuses. But yeah. But yeah, you see Fashion Nova. Everybody's like, I'm calling it now. There's gonna be so many looks for that, and everybody's gonna be like, edgy. I'm from the 1999. Like, I'm calling it now. And they just be so quick with it. They shouldn't even be allowed to do these things at all. Like, how come can designers sue for this?
Not if they didn't
trademark it. And I feel like this lady said we had a big storm coming. Okay, people know.
Well, it's not even a trademark. It would be a patent.
Like, look at Vanity Fair. Like, it's literally about to be a thing, and it's just I won't be participating. Even though I would eat because that's a skinny girl fit.
You're not paying for it.
Huh?
So how would you participate if it's $2,000?
Oh, for sure. That's the thing. I'm not buying the $2,000 one. I'm saying if I did want to buy it, though, I would eat the OG one. It's like, I'm all for the low waist stuff lately. Clearly, I'm wearing low waist stuff today. I would eat, but I'm not buying a $2,000 skirt, and I'm not buying a dupe, and it's not even that flea. It's not. It's not my style. But I don't know. People always be like, oh, why do you guys care so much? Like when people say stuff like what we're saying, but it's like I care because it's like because I just don't like when people fake it. If you go to be a trend jumper and just ride the wave, then that's cool. But then don't be on Instagram talking about Mrs. Put It On or I'm this fashion expert. Like don't call yourself that when you're not. You're literally a trend follower. You're not. You don't even know anything about fashion. I already told you last podcast. I dabble in trends sometimes. I don't think nothing's wrong with you being into fashion and still dabbling into trends. I do that. I openly admit I dabble into trends sometimes. Like, I don't think nothing's wrong with that. But I genuinely have an interest in it further than dabbling into trends. What's funny?
Because you're arguing with something I didn't even say.
Dude, what are you laughing
telling
at?
on yourself.
No, because you're laughing. I know what you're gonna say. Babe, we've been together 7 years. I know you.
What was I gonna say?
You're gonna make jokes about me.
What was I specifically gonna say?
The Arc'teryx hat.
No, that's actually not where I was even going.
You get my nerves. Like, can you like literally like the gaslight?
I literally was not even gonna say. I swear to God, I was not gonna say anything about
Then
you following trends.
Then what are we laughing at?
It's okay.
No, see, now you can't say it because you don't want me to be right. Gaslighter.
No, I didn't. What was the thing that you said? Because it wasn't about trends. You said
people will wear something. They'll just strictly wear trends. Like they just follow trends. You see their whole style and their whole thing is literally a trend.
no.
But
You
then
said something else.
but then their caption be like Mrs. Put It On, or their caption would be like I'm a fashion expert, fashionista.
Oh, that's what it was. The fashion expert thing. That's what I laughed at.
Why are we laughing at that? You've seen it. You've seen someone say that.
No.
Or it'd be the people who dress like that, like who follow trends, and then there'll be critics. Like they'll be like the biggest critics on people's fashion. I'm like, girl, please look in the mirror. Please. Because what exactly are you wearing that's so
But
extravagant?
who cares?
That's what I'm just saying.
No,
that's
but
my point.
You care. You do care.
I don't. No, I just told you. Oh my God, babe. We just were saying that. I was just saying people always ask, oh, why do you care though? And I was saying the only reason I care is because I just don't like people fronting about being a fashion expert. That's the only reason I care. It doesn't bother me. It's not like I'm losing sleep. But if I go on Instagram and I see your caption talking about the biggest fashion expert on the planet, and then you wearing your whole outfit is a Fashion Nova, which Fashion Nova in general is literally a copy of every other designer. They don't come up with any original design. Everything that they put on that site is literally a copy or biting off of another designer. Literally, whether it be a small designer, whether it be a huge designer, a household name designer, everything that's on their site is them biting. And if you consume that consistently, like you literally don't have, you can't speak on fashion expert because you could easily put together a fit on any other website or just Etsy or go to Depop and buy vintage stuff. You could literally put together an outfit that's way cheaper than Fashion Nova and it'd be flyer than a Fashion Nova. So if that's all you shop at is Fashion Nova and that's your whole wardrobe, I don't want to see no caption about you, the fashion expert, because you're not.
How is Fashion Nova different than Shein?
I didn't use Shein as an example. I said,
no, I'm asking you a question.
Oh, how's it different? It's not. It's just cheaper and it's exploitative labor. But I will say with Shein, I feel like Shein has, I don't know, there's something that with them that like, yeah, they still copy a lot of trends, but they also do have a lot of stuff that's like not trends at all. And it's like, it's just random stuff. You're like, what is this? Like, why is this on the site? So, but you know, you go to Fashion Nova, it's strictly all trend. I feel like Shein's like a mix of stuff, but it's still that mixture of whatever, like Western, or is it Western or Eastern fashion, like whatever their fashion is, like in Asia and stuff. Like you know, they have different fashions over there, and that's where the brand is founded in or whatever. But no, Shein's not much different either. Like that's why for me personally, I use Shein for basics. I like anytime I use any of these sites, like Pretty Little Thing, Shein and stuff, it's usually for basics. Like this shirt's from Shein. I just needed a plain black short sleeve shirt. What? Can you stop? Like, you get my nerves. And the fucking gloves. If you want me to say the gloves are from Shein too? Yeah, the gloves too. Like, yeah, you get my nerves. Cause why would I spend a lot of money on gloves? Like, $2.
Put your hands on me.
I didn't. But then the jacket is from Tokyo 7 and his wise is Yoji. I don't know what his name is. Yoji Yamamoto, whatever his name is.
Fashion expert.
Did I say I was a fashion expert? I never call myself that. That's why I'm judging people who do. I'm still learning. I'm not no expert. I'm like intermediate. I just never knew how to say his name. Yoji Yamamoto. Yamamoto. How do you say it? Just tell me. But this is Wise. This is one of his brands. And you helped me pick it out. okay, it's a Shein shirt. I kind of needed the basics, but this is still my own style. This is my own. This is not even a trendy jacket right now. Who's wearing this? I am, because it's me. With some low-rise jeans, you said I look like I'm from Hot Topic. I don't really care. And you want to try to play rock music? No, because you just get on my nerves. Like, I don't want to break
Never
your
said
finger.
Hot Topic.
No, you played rock music earlier when I put this outfit on, and you just get on my nerves.
I
Like,
don't know what Hot Topic is.
you know what Hot Topic is. I brought you in there to get. Wait, don't act like you don't know what Hot Topic is. Like, freshman year wasn't there stealing.
Stealing? From
Yeah.
Hot Topic?
Oh, that wasn't Hot Topic. What store was that? Spencer's. Stealing. Don't act like you was in there stealing handcuffs. Turn it off, Alex. For real, you get on my nerves. The glasses doesn't make it. The glasses doesn't make it look like that style.
It does make it look like that style.
Nope. Okay, these the glasses are from like the 90s. So like the Biggie glasses, like from Versace. This is like similar shape. But I just didn't want the Versace ones because I hate the emblem, gaudy AF. This is more like me, black and white. $400 for the glasses.
Thank you guys for watching.
Well, no, let's wrap up the fashion thing and then we go. But yeah, fashion is subjective.
No, it's not.
And anybody who stops at fashion over. Oh yeah, like I was saying too, the main thing, like I said, I like people who could go. Like you could go to any place. You could go to Buffalo Exchange. You could go to, like I said, Depop, and you could find like unique stuff for like $10, way cheaper than Fashion Nova. So like I said, anybody who shops strictly at Fashion Nova can't speak on fashion, and that's my opinion. It's funny that it's called Fashion Nova when it should just be called Biting Nova. It should just
boo. Tomato.
Copy Nova. It should be called Unoriginal Nova because you're not no Fashion Nova. You unoriginal biter with no mind of your own. Like you sit on that site, like all right, let's refresh Fashion Nova trends. Okay, this is what's trending. Add to cart. Look like every other girl. Like you guys not get tired looking like every like. I always say this. Like the people not feel like whack, feeling like looking like every other person. Like there should be no reason you see the same 20 fits. Like I feel like I would feel so whack. Like that's why I said I dabble in trends, but I never copy an outfit verbatim. I only did that once ever. I really thought that outfit was fire. That girl, like that she did it, and her outfit wasn't even traditional either. It was one of these fashion girls I follow. But like I don't understand how people could literally copy a whole look bit by bit down to the accessories and makeup, the whole outfit, and not feel whack. Like I said, I dabble into trends, but I take bits and pieces of what I like. Like I said, I just showed you an example now. Yeah, I'm wearing the gloves that the girls are wearing and the low-rise jeans. But this jacket is something that I just found at the thrift shop that I liked. And it's, it's wise, and I just think it's fire. And I added on. And then, the architects hat, I added on too. Like, people aren't wearing an architect's hat with an outfit like this. Like, I'm throwing whatever I want together and creating my own thing. And then, my distinction for me is accessories. I love accessories. You can never catch me without earrings or necklaces or earrings. Go to any picture since I've been on the internet since 2009, and I have jewelry on every freaking picture. You could not find one picture of me without jewelry on. I can guarantee you, unless it was track. Even track pictures, I used to wear earrings in my track pictures. Like, I love jewelry, and that's me. And yeah, but people will copy your outfit bit by bit, and don't go to my vacation pictures.
Wait, what? I'm not even on your page.
Yes, you are. Then go open Instagram.
I'm not on your page.
That's my This
is not it.
You were just on my page.
No, it's not on your page.
Oh my god, you always just judging me.
You could go to my searches. You're for sure not in my searches. I promise you.
Whoa, I'm so offended. Not mind your searches. Don't get slapped, Alex, on this camera. Don't.
Thank you guys for watching. This has been the A Couple of Things podcast.
You should have put your 2 cents in because you're a real fashion expert.
No, because I don't give a fuck about how people dress, and we are out of here.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I literally don't ever talk about how people dress ever. We just had this conversation the other day.
But from a fashion expert standpoint, can you give your opinion on what do you think?
I'm not a fashion expert. On
people waiting for trends.
Well, fashion is trends, so.
Yeah, but who sets those trends? Miu came out with this, and they set the trend. Miu is the trendsetter. They don't follow trends. They created the trend. Even though fashion is recycled, this is definitely early 2000, 1999.
Well, they're not a new company.
They're not. I never said that.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, but they still, what's it called? And, oh my God, I can't talk. Innovate. Like, these fashion brands still do innovate usually every season. They'll steal stuff from their older looks, but they usually do innovate. I mean, you take like Jack Moose for example, right? Remember we watched like the timeline, and a lot of the stuff there were similarities. They're like, oh, like remember he was like this show, he took the bag from this show and just made it bigger, like, and you know, there's a lot of similarities in along Jack Moose's stuff, but there are like innovative things that like you got to give people there like flowers. Like those are the real fashion people, the ones who come up with the stuff, come up with designs, come up with the trends. Like Kanye, for example. Don't worry, guys. But I'm saying, who's seen those alien looking shoes? People were clowning them. Not everybody wearing them. Like, I thought they were ugly. So, those are the real fashion people, in my opinion. And I think people who are really fashionable is people who put their own tail, their own stuff. Like I said, I consider you fashionable because you not only wear whatever you want to wear, you also are educated in what you're wearing, which is a big thing. I think a big component.
I'm not fashionable, and I'm not stylish either.
You are though.
I'm not. I just wear. I don't even know what I wear.
No, but in terms of fashion in my definition is like the knowledge of what you're wearing. I feel like to be fashionable, you have to have knowledge on what you're wearing. To be stylish, you just have to put together good fits. Because you can put together a good fit and not know what you're wearing. I think that's stylish. But to be fashionable, you have to also have that education. And I think that's what you are. Because you'll wear something and you'll tell me right away what it is, what year, and like, you know, what do they call it? Like what? Like, you know, the fall, winter 20, what's that considered? Like what season? Yeah. You'll know what season it's from. You'll know like what it's made of, the material, all that. I consider that fashionable because fashionable has to consist of the education aspect. Stylish is like knowing how to really put together a fit. So.
I'll just be buying clothes, then I put them on. That's it.
Alex, you're not doing this. Cause you literally sit for hours and do your research and stuff and scroll on Grill for 25 hours of the day.
Do what?
Yes. Every time I look over, I'm like, oh, he's on Grilled again.
That's like the only apps I have on my phone. That's why.
Most girls worry about their man texting other girls. I don't have to worry about that because first of all, I trust you. Second of all, it's because all you do is shop every time I look at your phone.
Well, you have to worry about that too, but
I don't have to worry about that.
I'm mostly just scrolling
because I'm cute and you would never. Can you stop? Like, you just get on my nerves. It's just because I'm not insecure and I don't have trust issues. So, last time I looked at your phone was for freshman year. The time I locked myself in your bathroom. That was like 8 years ago.
No, you did it after that too.
When?
We don't gotta get into it.
That was so corny. I literally locked myself in the bathroom. You were like, open.
No, I didn't.
No, then you walked away.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you just let me
run.
Oh yeah, you let me run. You let me run, and you just was like,
That's
okay.
like, okay.
I don't think I even find anything crazy. I came out the bathroom looking stupid.
That was like, okay.
We weren't even dating yet too. Like I was just clingy because you know that's what things do to you. I think certain things make you crazy. You know.
I was just more upset. Like I'm like, damn, now I gotta sit here. I got nothing to do.
I wasn't even your girlfriend yet though. That's psychotic.
Why do women do that though? Like
do what?
Like it's not impossible to delete a message.
Because men are not that smart. You guys don't. You miss things.
That's not true. Some men are not smart. Like if you.
So what are you trying to say?
Leave an iPad. No, I'm just saying that like. If obviously there's men that are gonna be dumb and forget to delete things, but like if he didn't delete it, he probably just doesn't care.
Yeah, but I don't think guys understand that girls are like detectives. We could tell when bits and pieces are missing from conversations. Like I'm like, all right, why is this message skip?
Yeah,
why is the timestamps all over the place?
The thread just cannot exist.
Yeah, but it exists.
The thread could just be deleted.
No, there's been times that messages were deleted. I'm like, something looks off.
You can also there's just ways to do it.
No, men are not smart enough. Girls are not smart enough. I don't think anybody's that smart enough.
There's 1,000%.
If you're smart, you would have a second phone, but no average person does that.
Oh, it don't even gotta be all that.
True. You just gotta delete stuff.
Like it really is. Like she never gonna go through your Xbox messages.
Yeah, but why would you be texting somebody on Xbox? That's stupid.
Exactly.
Alex.
Exactly. That's
no guy is texting a girl on his Xbox.
Okay.
Right? No guy is doing that.
Give me my controller.
I'm not playing with you.
Email. What else I got
At the end of the day,
on the Nintendo DS?
at the end of the day, everybody who just should just be loyal and like just be single. Then I think it's so easy. But the crazy
Nah.
thing is, lots of times, like, and I'll defend guys on this one, even though guys sometimes I just be stupid. Sometimes there are really, really insecure girls that got cheated on that are super hypersensitive to everything. So you could even be having the most like innocent conversation, and a girl would be mad about that. Like I literally saw a TikTok the other day how a girl said she broke up with her boyfriend because he watches porn, and that's cheating. I've been in comments like, girls, I think that's not cheating, it's are psycho, because how could you let your man get off to a girl's naked body? I'm like, you guys really care that much? So some people are like mentally like messed up and think and like care about stuff like that. I'm like, I watched it too. Like, let him get his off. Like,
Well, they're not mentally messed up because that's their preference.
Okay, let me stop being mean. Yeah, then I said preference. Blah, blah, blah.
You've been throwing mental illness on a lot of people. What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
It's disrespectful.
No. Like, I'm not even trying to stigmatize mental illness. Like, I think that's mental illness, but I think some people are like, it's not even like illness. I just think they're like deranged. Like, there's illnesses that people can't control, but I think there's some things that people can't control, and they know they're crazy and they just keep acting crazy. Like, there's some things people can't control, and I'm not coming at that. I'm talking about people who like lie. Like, how do you sit there and lie? Like, how do you sit there and just make up a lie and then just keep defending your lie? Like, we've experienced crazy people that lie.
You have to die with the lie.
And it's like I look at them and like, are you okay?
You never died with the lie.
Is something is something loose up there? Like how do you sit and just lie? Like,
never mind. You never died with the lie.
am I still alive? How did I die but alive and I'm still alive?
I know. Die with the lie.
No. I've told the truth about everything that anybody's ever asked me. I told the truth about. I never just blatantly lie. Like,
but if they didn't ask, then you didn't tell them.
Yeah, duh.
So you're gonna die with the lie.
No, it's not a lie. A lie is if someone says, "Hey, did you do this?" and you're like, "No." You sit in someone's face, it's like knowing that you did something.
No, if you lied about something, and then they never asked you that you lied about something, that's still a lie.
No, but I never lied about something for no reason. Literally.
For no reason.
No, I never
You lied for things for a reason.
the only time I would say the only time I lie really is to protect people's feelings. So like if someone's like, "Is this outfit ugly?" I'm like, "No."
So you've lied before, and you never
like
will tell the
lies.
truth. So you'll die with the lie.
Like white lies.
No,
I'm
you've
talking
lied about things that I called you out on, and you only told me because I caught you.
I'm talking about people who like we experienced it. Like we had this one situation where the girl was like, "Oh yeah." We just talked about this the other day. This psycho was like, "Oh, so and so did this," and then like she got confronted about it. You know, we don't gotta get the details. And she still lied, and they tried to bring up a whole bunch of irrelevant stuff to support her lie.
Die with the lie.
That's psycho.
That's a great strategy.
Like you got confronted about the lie, and I'm sitting here, and you looking at me in my face, and you're on the phone still lying.
I think it's crazy.
That's psychotic.
I think it's crazy if they start to believe the lie, but dying with the lie, you should die with the lie.
I think she believed the lie because she was really that insane. Like she would just lie about anything. Like we would just be out and guys would be like, "Oh, is that your eye color?" Like knowing you were in contacts. And she's like, "Yeah, that's my eye color." I'm like, "Why lie?" If somebody asked me that when I was wearing contacts, like, "Nah, I'm wearing contacts."
Now that's different.
No, that's psycho though. That's weird. Like it's like people who lie unprovoked and just lie to lie are psychotic to me. Like they need
Those are my favorite
help.
people.
No, but they need help, and I don't need them in my circle, and that's why they're not. Like you're weird.
I love people that just lie for no reason. It's
no,
great.
they're weird. Like
That's
they're
great.
weird. Like we didn't have to lie about that. Like
It's great. I love it.
your eyes won't look. Those are contacts from the beauty supply, so they look so fake. Why are you lying? Like just tell the man it's not real. Like why are you trying to lie to the man? Are you trying to pander to him? I thought it was F-men. Like those bright ass blue eyes, and you black. It's not your eye color, please.
Listen, did you know that eye color can?
No, it can be, but hers were clearly fake. But she wanted to be exotic.
Exotic. A white eye color is exotic.
It's her, I guess. She was really insane. Like people like that scared me. Like she scared me more than any other type of friends I had because like those are the ones that you really gotta watch out for because they just literally lie to lie, and you don't. They could just be saying anything. You don't know what's the truth. That's why I'm like, I don't even know how like all of them still like kind of stay cool after that. I'm like, how are you still cool with somebody who lied on you too? Like not only did she lie on me and my relationship and lie on this and that, she lied on you too. Like you guys are still cool? Ugh. I can never be friends with a liar. Like honestly, I can't. Like I could deal with any other thing, but someone who just lies, I can't trust a single thing that comes in your mouth. That's some scurry-ish.
Oh, that's some scurry shit. Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I could tell you if you ask me anything, I will tell you the truth.
Cap.
No.
Cap.
But I gotta lie for, and that's another thing too. Like with lying, I had to care about you to lie. If that makes sense. Like I said, with no,
Nah.
no, like well, in a way, like I said, with I'm trying to be more honest now, but with the whole like, oh, does my hair look bad? Like sometimes it's like, oh no, your hair really doesn't look that bad, but I'm not. It's not like beautiful. It's not the most beautiful thing I've seen. But I'm not gonna like I'm gonna lie and be like, oh yeah, it looks fine. I mean, I know that sounds bad though. If people say that's actually really fake, because like, why would you let your friend go out looking crazy? I never let a friend go out looking crazy. No, but there are been times where the looks was like kind of mid, but I would still hype it up because it's not ugly. It's just not my style. That's the thing too. Like, it's not like I'm in my lie is me lying saying that I like it because I don't like it. Like it looks good on you and I like it for you, but I don't like it. That's not my style. So when I say I like it, I'm saying that's a lie because I don't like it.
I hate when people ask me if they like something.
For real,
If I
like
like
if
something.
we're not the same style, like I don't even dress like you, so why are you asking me opinions on your fit?
You do that to me all day. Like I don't like
Yeah,
that.
but I'm trying to
Because
dress
why?
like you.
Because
So
why
that's
does it
different.
doesn't matter what I think.
Exactly. Like if
Like
you
you
think you
should.
look good, then you look good.
Yeah, if you
Like
like what you're doing, if you. But it depends. Like if I understand, it's like, yo, do you think I should?
where do you think I should wear this with? This or this? Like what
Like
do you
when it
think?
comes to like food or like clothes, like what should I eat or like what should I wear? I'm like, I don't like what.
It's giving Cassie on Euphoria because that's what she was doing. I don't know if you saw that part of the episode when she was like, "I'm gonna wear what you want me to wear." Do you remember that part?
Yeah,
It's giving that because
it's
it's
like
like, why do you
what?
want to be a slave to me? I mean,
Like no, don't ask me that ever because
no, but in some
no,
ways I get it though. It was like, oh, where should I eat? Like that's like, no, no,
nah.
but like, could you ask me that sometimes too? I think that's more so looking for ideas on places to eat because you might be caught, like having a brain freeze. Like sometimes I'd be like, oh, what is there to eat out there? And then you'd be like, we could get Popeyes, KFC, this. And I'm like, oh, Popeyes. I wasn't even thinking about Popeyes, and I want it. That's not you necessarily telling me. That's you jogging my memory. So that's different. But if somebody literally asking you, yeah, like directly, oh, what should I do? And it's like, yeah,
Or do you like this? Like no, like don't ask me that. Like do you like my outfits? Like
yeah. I mean, if you like it, then you like it.
yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
I
your
see what you
outfit.
mean.
You're putting the outfit on. It's not for me. You're not getting
Yeah.
dressed for me. Like
The only time that I ask you sometimes though is because I respect your fashion advice. So
yeah, I tell you to not do that.
yeah, and then you see sometimes I still won't listen. But well, I like it, so I'm going out. Like, but sometimes, like I like to get your second opinion. But then I'll still wear whatever I want to wear. I don't know what you're looking at, Alex. You about to get banned, literally.
Yeah,
You're about to get
you
banned.
know what it's giving.
No, you're about to get banned for life because I'm really not playing with
Wait,
you.
well, just last one.
You're gonna shrivel up, and I have.
It's giving.
All right, keep it up, Alex, and you're gonna be banned.
Let me see. Banned from what? Let the audience know what I'm banned from.
It should be obvious what you're gonna be banned from if you keep messing with me.
I don't think it's obvious.
It is obvious.
It's giving very much. Let me think. Sons of Anarchy. Old Undertaker when he had the.
Let's look at your pictures. What do you have to give in your archive? I'm gonna tell you what it's giving.
Oh, in my archive?
Yeah, all your pictures are archived.
Yeah, all my pics are archived.
Yeah, you need to unarchive them too, because like I don't get it.
Wait, how far back you want me to go?
Whoa, Alex, unarchive your pictures. I'm gonna get the psychology of that because a lot of people I've always never understood it. Like people do that all the time. Are you trying to be mysterious?
I got a full Instagram on here.
Are you trying to be mysterious? Like what is? Because I always want to know psychology because I see people do it all the time. They just archive all their pictures and I just never understood it.
Well, for some things I post because for the most part, the odds of someone coming, I mean, obviously you can't really account for it, but like, for example, I posted these previews for like the, our vlogs.
Yeah, and that makes sense because it's like the vlog's over it.
It's
Yeah.
what it is.
That's why I archived our podcast announcement because it's like, all right, it's past.
But like, I don't know, like this picture.
Like, do you just post it for the moment? And that's what.
Yeah, kind of. It's almost, I don't know how to explain it. So basically, long story short, I feel like every day I get doper and doper and I hate everything about what I've done in the past. So.
But you not like it to be a museum. Like, we're watching Kanye's documentary and we're seeing, like he says so himself, if I would have watched the documentary a year after it was created, I would have been embarrassed. But he said, looking at it now, it all makes sense. And that's how I feel about my Instagram. It's like, I love how I look now, so I'm not embarrassed by my past because it shows a story. And everybody's different. So I get what you're saying. But for me personally, I like posting everything because it's like you're going to see the story. You're going to see the progression. You're going to see how I became me.
I think it depends.
And I like a lot of my old pictures too. Like I'm cute for a while now. So it's like, this still hits from 3 years ago. I think this still hits.
I think that pretty much everything before, let me think.
But don't you feel like it paints a picture? Like that's just not really the style now, but that was the style then. You killed it. And did you feel like that like it paints a picture?
I think the biggest thing is that I don't care anymore. Like so much of like my purpose in putting on clothes and buying certain things was not even necessarily because I liked them. It was because I knew it would get like a, how do you even get back to your thing? Settings?
The archives.
Yeah, how do you get back there?
I forgot.
Forgot how to get back here. I'll get back to the archives, but oh wait, here it is. Yeah. Literally where it says archive. Yeah, so much of the stuff I used to buy, like, or put on or dress a certain way was for the purpose of like
but you still did it better than people did though. Like that's my thing. Like you still wore the stuff better. You still were able to get shoes that people weren't able to cop. So like it still tells a lit story. Like you still was like literally buying every sneaker that people wanted so bad. Like that's why people used to come up to you all the time on Montclair, and I was like, they recognize that. Like, oh, you really be having all the shoes.
Like the summer 2018, like when I first started like really learning, which is funny because that was only a short 4 years ago.
That's what I feel too. I feel like I didn't really start learning how to dress till after college, and it's a shame because my best fits.
Like this is 1, 2, 3, 4 pictures in a row of me just wearing helmet lane because I just found out about it. And
also we're making good money. We had that first full-time job. We was really getting to the bag.
Which is cringy because I'm like, do I like this or is it because the names are slapped everywhere? And it was mostly because the name was slapped everywhere. Like all of these literally say helmet lang on it, except for this one. You wouldn't know.
The jacket?
The shirt.
Oh.
But that's how I feel like a lot of my style kind of was, unfortunately.
Let me see. I like that's my favorite fit of that time. Like I feel like that's a hard pick.
Yeah, that one was hidden.
Yeah, you don't need that. That shit ain't be archived.
Most of this,
and you could prove that you better on Rick.
Like this, for example, this T-shirt I only bought because ASAP Rocky had it.
Is that Raf?
It is not. It's Loewe, but it was a very tough and difficult one to find. I sold it for a lot of money. But
I remember that shirt. That's when we went to the beach with Alex and Cam, right? Were they there? Are they?
No, they were not.
Oh.
I don't believe so.
Oh no. That's just when we walked all the way down for a while.
But I literally bought this shirt, even though I mean the picture's cool. You know, off-white blazers. You feel me? The picture's cool, but I literally bought that shirt for the purpose of.
You used to really take a lot of pictures. What happened to you? We gotta get you back. Your mysterious era is over. We're getting back to the gram.
Yeah, but I take pictures. I just don't post pictures.
Yeah, but I'm saying we're gonna get back to you taking pictures. Like, I'm saying I literally took all these pictures. Like I used to be your photographer, like how you are mine. And I miss taking pictures of you.
Yeah, but I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, but baby, you're only 25. Don't waste away your prime years.
I'm not wasting my prime years because I'm not posting on a social media app. Like.
It's a joke. But I just mean like imagine our kids looking at like
okay, and they
look
can
at my
see,
parents at 25. They will.
Yeah, but they don't need to go to my Instagram for that.
But you take fit pics now though on your own. Oh, okay. As long as you're taking them. Yeah. See, you're laughing because you're not. And that's why every time I try to take them, you run like.
Like they don't.
Our
fit pics don't define me.
Our kids gotta see that we was like.
Like we took pics on vacation. Like this.
Okay. The vacation just passed. You're right.
Like. I live in real life. That's my thing. Like I don't.
So do I, but I still want to have memories. Like.
Yeah, but I can have memories without taking pictures of them.
Yeah, but we are in a life now where Alex, there was somebody that was living on their deathbed, who was like 90 something, that was saying how lucky our generation is because she was like, I wish I was able to look back and stuff. Like you say that now because you're living in the moment, but there's something that's gonna be so beautiful to be like 80 years old and looking at videos of us now and being like, wow. And I get you have them for your own, but I'm just saying don't be like that completely. Like, yeah, you can still live in a moment and still capture the moment. Like, I feel like it's possible to do both as long as you're not overdoing one. Because that's why I even trying to stray away from vlogging so much because I'm like, I want to enjoy my vacations in the future. I don't want to feel like a burden to vlog. So you just got to find that middle ground.
No, I don't. I could do what I want to do.
I'm not vlogging.
I could do whatever I want to do. And
yeah, you can.
I'm fine with that.
But that's why if I want to take pictures of you, you're gonna let me take them. You're gonna let me take them.
Because you want to take fit pictures because you want to post them on Instagram.
No, I
want to get like
no
any pictures that I post.
I have the picture in my phone of you. I never post it anywhere.
No. Give me your Instagram.
No,
give me your Instagram because I want to see what you specifically post.
You go on your phone. I'm out on my real account on my burner.
No, go switch it then. You just don't want me to see my burner. You just don't want me to see the name. I already know the name because it's attached to yourself.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but it's
like a whole completely different name.
Yeah, but the algorithm isn't stupid.
It shows me.
Dummy.
Oh, this is a cute picture.
The algorithm's not stupid. The second people make burner accounts, it immediately suggests for me to follow them. Like,
then what's it called?
I'm not gonna put it out there right now, but your Twitter's because you got mad when I found you made what'd you make a fake Twitter or something like that, and then you got mad because I TM'd you on it. You don't remember that?
That was so long ago. I don't even use that. I deleted that Twitter.
It was Twitter, all right. It was something. It was
It was
Instagram
something.
or
Yeah.
something. You got mad.
No, wasn't that just test Malwaves? That my test page?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I made that just to test out my pictures. To see how it
No,
looks
but
on
I'm
my
just
page.
saying it's the similar thing.
Yeah, but that says Malwaves. That's not even me trying to hide. That's literally says.
No,
It
I know
says
that, but I
test
didn't.
Malwaves.
But
I didn't
I didn't look
account.
for it. That wasn't in my search. It
Okay,
just
here. You're not even on my Instagram no
Oh
more.
yeah, I can't even watch your story. Oh, perfect, beautiful.
Oh yeah, you're on my heart highlight.
Jesus, you're such a loser. You were such a loser.
How? Oh, see, this is why you can't get niggas no
Thank
attention
you.
and no time of day.
Thank you guys
And then
for
they call you
watching.
names.
This is
Maybe I should just be heartless and pretend you don't exist.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even know. That's the thing. When was the last time I was on your Instagram page?
Babe,
I
I
don't
do
know.
that because I love you and I like to show you off and
You don't love
just
me.
think you're cute. Yes, I do. And I
No,
like
you
to show.
you just like the flex.
Oh my god! See, okay.
Because I came home from the other day wearing my
Babe,
suit. You was trying to grab
you know,
look, he was wearing it
you
to
know,
work.
there's hundreds and thousands of other versions of you out there. There are. And I'm not ugly, so I can get them.
You could.
So don't do that.
You could.
Then don't do that.
I'm here because I'm convenient.
All right. That's dumb to say. That is.
I'm convenient.
That's dumb to say.
It's true. I just happen
I'm
to
with
be.
you because I love you and I feel like you're my soulmate.
I just happen to be a
Montclair.
Montclair.
We're the same.
I just happen to be a Montclair.
I'm not settling because I don't.
I just happen to be a
my
Montclair.
prime. You see, Diarra it was same age as us and is out here.
Yeah, but that whole like I could pull a million different people never like was like a thing. Like everybody wants to fuck everybody. So like
But babe, for me, when guys approach me, it feels different because I'm like small. Like if you have like
Wait, what?
No, I'm saying if you have like a mad curvy body and stuff, then it's like you kind of feel like guys are more approaching you for that reason. Like I be getting like people trying to talk to me over me wearing baggy, looking like a guy, like wearing streetwear fits. Like people just genuinely like how I dress, and they be trying to talk to me through that. I don't think that's just them trying to just. I mean, I don't know how guys' psychology is.
Wait, all right. This has been a things podcast.
No, could you begin my note, baby? Because I don't like how you say stuff like that. I'm settling or something. Like I don't like that. That's like I would never.
This is the Couple of Things podcast.
You witnessed me cutting people out of my life. If I don't like you, you're
with Alex
done.
and Mal, where
You're
we
done.
talked about a couple of things.
No, because now I'm mad at you.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you back. Oh, today's Saturday too. Clutch.
Yeah, but now I'm mad at you for real.
We will see you guys.
Because
now we will see you guys on Monday.
No, babe, now I'm really mad at you. You had to apologize on camera before I'm mad for the rest of the night.
We are out of here.
No, you had to apologize on camera. Alex, for real.
Apologize for what?
Just how to act like I'm settling. That's basically what you're trying to say. And I feel like that's rude.
I don't think that's what I said.
Yeah, you said I'm here just for the convenience and for the flex. Like that's rude to say that.
That's not settling.
Yeah,
that's getting what you want.
That's not true. But that's not true. Like, at what point is that not enough? It's been 7 years. You don't think I would be bored by now? I want to be fulfilled and have a fulfilling relationship with someone else. If that's really how I felt.
So why do I need to post more on Instagram then?
Because I'm saying that for you, for doing it for your personal brand. Because
if I don't want that,
yeah, but I feel Pete Davidson does the route of not having Instagram, but he made it already. So it's like I feel like none of us made it, and it's like why?
But I don't
reflect on something that can help you make it.
I don't want to make it on Instagram.
Okay, then don't. But I'm just saying I just don't want you to have your regrets because I've seen you go through
on
your
Instagram
errors and your phases of things that you like and don't like and things that you wish you did. And
this is completely different. You see my Twitter. My Twitter has been damn near barren. I don't even use it like at all. Like it's not a phase. Like I legitimately don't care. Because here's the thing. You are the type to I want to put everything out in the world and I want something to hit a Twitter picture.
I actually really don't care. I post stuff just because I feel like I'm like that popping. I just want the world to see that I'm popping.
Okay, and I don't care. I'm not whatever the word would be.
Like I don't post my pictures thinking it's about to go viral. Like I don't think that when I post on Twitter or Instagram.
Yeah, but that's why you do. It's not that you think that, but you want that.
No, I just like how I look, and I just like for people to see like that.
No,
my image of it. I'm cool.
You want it.
I don't care for the likes or the attention. I really don't. I just simply like posting like that. That's why you see on my Twitter, especially my old one. My new one, yeah, it's more interaction. My old one, nobody will be liking none of my tweets, and I still tweet on there. I used to tweet on there 25 million times a day.
And you used to also say, "How come nobody likes my pictures?"
No, likes my tweets. I still do think it's weird that people just creeping, but it doesn't stop me. It's not like I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna post no more because nobody likes my stuff. Like, no, I still just keep talking to myself on there. 'Cause I know people see. At the end, I know people are seeing it.
Long story short, I just don't care. Like, I'm not.
Okay, and that's fine.
Like, I don't care. I don't want to get popular on Twitter. I don't want to get popular on Instagram. I don't want to get popular on TikTok.
And that's fine. If you want to do the traditional route, then I'm sure it's still very possible to become.
I'd rather, if anything, and I don't even want to be relevant.
Well, not relevant. I don't
even care.
Find success in what you want to find success in without the internet. I'm sure it's easy. Still,
like, I don't care. Like I said, if.
Like, but that's not why I want you to post. Why would I want you to post just like that? Doesn't even make sense.
Because what's the difference between me taking the pictures and not posting them versus me taking them and posting them?
But what's that do with me? Like, that literally has nothing to do with me. The only time I post you on my page and stuff and don't even tag you, like, I don't
because
really
you're saying
care.
it, so that's why I'm asking. Why you want me to do it if I'm not doing it for a reason?
Because it has nothing to do with me. I explained to you why. It has nothing to do with me, though. Like, what benefit do I gain out of you posting? Like, I literally could care less.
But you brought it up.
Yeah, but I told you why. It has nothing to do with me, though. You're trying to make it seem like it's a personal thing. Like, I want you to post more for some other benefit for me. That doesn't even make any sense. If anything, that's actually weakens it. You know how many followers I lost every time I post to you? Like, if anything,
no, I'm not talking
that makes
about
my engagement lower that I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
So how does that benefit me that you're on Instagram?
But that's you posting me on your page. Me posting on my page is not going to get you less engagement.
No, but I'm saying, how does that benefit me? You saying that you just said that I'm in a relationship because I like to flex that I'm in a relationship. That's what you basically trying to accuse of me doing.
That's what I'm asking.
I already gave you an answer that has nothing to do with me. I just said that it's for your own benefit. Like that, I'm just doing it. I just want the best for people. Like, maybe that's hard to believe, and if I feel like that's hard to believe, then I don't know why you're with me. But if you just think I genuinely just want the best for people, because that's really the only reason I care.
Yeah, posting on Instagram isn't the best for me.
Okay, but it has nothing to do with me trying to flex anything. It doesn't. Like, that sounds really crazy. It really does. Like, you being on Instagram does no benefit for me. It was me literally just genuinely looking out for you and seeing if that's something, making sure that you have all bases covered in an event for you to live a life that you actually want to live. Like, I see you all the time making beats. Why would I want you to keep sitting at work all day knowing you're miserable in your 9 to 5 and I'm literally just trying to push you for your own success purposes? Like, you have literally relevant people that follow your Instagram. So that's kind of crazy to not take benefit of that, not take advantage of that. That's all. Like, it has nothing to do with me. It's me just looking out for you genuinely. And I've seen how your Instagram has helped you you got those followers because of your being active on there. So why would you slow down being active once you got literally Joe Budden's son and Reason following you? Like, does that even make sense? Like, you got relevant people following you, you're going to become less active.
That was off YouTube, not off Instagram.
Yeah, but they still follow you on Instagram. They still follow you for a reason, so they could keep up with you, or they could see what what you're doing, or get music from you or whatever. So that's all. Like, it has nothing to do with me. Like, you posting on Instagram literally has no benefit to me. So it may be hard to believe that somebody actually genuinely wants you to do well in life, but that's the only reason. Yeah,
Instagram was never going to be the way. Certainly not Twitter either.
You don't know that?
I do know that, because I don't. Like I said this before, I don't have the person. I don't fit into a box that's like, how do I say it? I don't fit into a box that's like marketable. Like, I'm very like.
I mean, if I make music, I would literally post pictures all the time with just my music playing in the background of my pictures. Like, I would do like a.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, that's so against who I am. Like, it just is. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain
I feel like you say that, but then what's the point of being active on social media where, like, you posted stuff on YouTube and then, obviously, you tag people in and that's how you got a reason and people to follow your Instagram. But it's like, why even post on YouTube? Why even, if you want to do the non-traditional route of not being on social media, then you have to you have to be consistent. Like, us being on this podcast weekly is inconsistent with that. You making YouTube videos is inconsistent with that. I mean, it's a little different because it's not necessarily being active on social media because it's just a media platform. I think maybe it's not necessarily the same as social media. But it's like, what's the point of, I don't know, promoting yourself, your Instagram or any social media platforms on YouTube?
I actually don't know. Honestly.
Where would you want even people to reach out to, though? It's not the easiest place to reach out to somebody nowadays. And no one really checks emails.
I check email. I would actually really disagree with that. I check email all the time. My email is actually empty because I clear out messages as I get them. So that's just me personally.
So what's your plan for things that you want to do outside of our 9 to 5s to get your music out there?
The only thing, So strategies for music.
Yeah.
Well, social media is probably one of the worst ways anyway to get out there with music. I think it helps you if you get a song that pops on social media, but to specifically reach out to people to get put on for music and social media. I mean, it's again one of those things, shoot your shot always, but you're not gonna A&R is not gonna see your DM and be like, oh my god, I'm gonna sign you. Like, it's never
Yeah.
gonna happen.
But you don't know that though,
So
because A&Rs and the music industry is adapting to social media.
they're not.
But Cooties and the rest of them said that on the stage though. They literally said now more than ever. It's like he was saying how it's easier to get famous now. He was talking about.
Yeah, but not for A&Rs will reach out to you after you already got popping, but they're not going to check a DM and be like, that's not where they're looking for artists. They're looking for artists in what would be the streets, which is now the internet. They'll be scrolling through, they'll find you. You're not going to find them.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Like Justin Bieber
But
was found by Usher because
But they could still find you on Instagram. I'm not saying DM them. That's not what I'm saying.
they could, but
But being on Instagram helps.
but that works when you rap. Like it doesn't really help when you're a producer, because what helps to make producers' beats sound good is when there's a famous person associated with them.
Yeah, and that's why I'm asking what your plan is with the beat stuff, because I don't know how people get known for their beats. I've heard a few stories, but I don't know how people really get known besides being in the studio.
Yeah, that's it. That's literally the only way people get placements is if you know somebody, or you know somebody that knows somebody, or you just happen to run into somebody at a studio. It's physically being there with people that make beats. It's never, you might get the rare occasion where like A$AP Rocky or Joey Badass or somebody might search so-and-so type beat and they just happen to like your beat. But even that's so flooded. BeatStars is flooded. There's 4 million beats on that platform. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Obviously I know what you're trying to do, and like I'm gonna still respect that, but it's like that's literally just my only intent. It's just to cover all bases, because like we've seen it, how people's lifestyles literally changed completely just from social media. Like I've talked about this before. I'm like, it's crazy that I was posting on TikTok before Charlie even made an account, and look at how she's living now. Milan Fashion Week, 17, doing all these crazy big things.
which is cool, but I don't even want that.
Yeah, but that's not. I'm saying like that's not what you would necessarily get. But I'm saying like you could literally someone might find you from TikTok for your beats and be like, oh, like I need this, like that. That's why I just envision that happening, and that's the only reason why I push it for you to be so active. But if you don't want to, I respect that. And like,
but TikTok is different than Instagram. People are not going to find people's beats on Instagram.
Yeah, okay, and I get that.
You don't even see producers do that, because that shit is annoying.
Yeah, and Instagram's algorithm is not really even good for finding people.
I can make 50 beats right now, and posting all of those on my page will get me
unfollowed.
unfollowed.
It won't do nothing because you have followers. Yeah, and I get
unfollowed by
Instagram's platform is not really good for that. So if TikTok, then yeah, I'll push for that more.
And neither is Twitter, and neither is SoundCloud.
Twitter is a little different, because Twitter, you could retweet something on your page and it's on thousands of other people's timeline. Like you could repost a picture on your Instagram story, but if someone has to actually click it, go to your page. Twitter's a little different, because somebody could retweet a beat and be like, oh wow, and get that out of here. Like your Squid Game one. Like imagine mad people just retweeted it. Like that follow you, and then all of a sudden like it goes viral. Like it's easy to, and then now you have celebrities that see it. Celebrities see viral tweets. Like celebrities be on Twitter, they see viral tweets. So Twitter is better than Instagram for me. Like TikTok might be the best, but I still think Twitter is good too.
SoundCloud's a music platform, and even putting your beats on SoundCloud is bad.
Yeah, SoundCloud is hard to find music.
So it's basically impossible.
Look up for something.
Doing what I'm doing is like the worst strategy for ever trying to get put on with somebody. Like ideally, the only way I would get put on is if I found somebody that I liked that was unknown and just sent them a beat and
they got put on. Yeah, that's the thing. You just have to reach out to rappers more, and you have to get in people's faces, like the Kanye doc. You kind of have to just you have to be at events. You have to network. You have to talk to people. Like that's really, I feel like that's the only way.
It's too difficult.
You have to kind of force it.
It would be easy if I was a broke aspiring producer, but I'm not. Like I have a demanding job. I'm in
and you're
school.
making good money.
I'm in school. I don't even have time. I was just writing.
So do you think there's more hunger in people who are broke?
I think they have more time. I just was writing an 8-page paper on a Saturday to go submit for a class that ends tomorrow, and then the next day I have 2 new classes that are starting. Like it sucks up time.
And you think about it, we only have 2 days of the week to really go work on your hobbies and stuff, and you're basically confining yourself to 2 days a week to try to go get studio time, to try to go to a networking event, to try to try to travel to LA or Orlando or something to go to events.
Or if I'm somebody that's working at a hourly retail job, I might not be working on a Tuesday or a Thursday or something where I can go out and do some stuff like that. But I literally cannot. I'm going to be on a train at 6 a.m. on Monday to go to work. I don't have the ability to really do those sorts of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, Instagram.
But that's the thing. I'm just, maybe, obviously you explained it more now, but it's just, it mostly like comes from a place of me just wanting people to put all their all out there, because I would just hate wasted potential is like the worst.
With all that said, I even specifically said I was going to be posting on Instagram. I'm just not posting pictures.
Yeah. So
I said I was going to do the 10 max carousel after I get 10 TikToks done. And then that's just how I'm going to post them. So it's not annoying to everybody, because I have hundreds of beats. Like, it would be annoying to post a beat every single time and then hope somebody's going to scroll through all that.
Yeah.
If anything, I'll get all those people to unfollow me and then start back from scratch. But yeah. Yeah.
We got me mad, so
That's all I got. You got anything else?
no, it's still mad at you.
Well, thank you guys for watching again as we do this outro for the 15th time. This has been the A Couple of Things podcast with Alex and Mal, where we talked about a couple of things. Thank you guys for watching if you made it this far, and as always, we will see you guys next week.